Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is the 100-line Last Defense Academy. Hey everybody, it's February 1st, and you know what that means? You've got just under 2 weeks to decide who you want to ask out on Valentine's Day, and then to not ask out that person. It's a tradition. Thanks for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I see that Extemporaneous was here bright and early with a lurk and a random Transformers check who is Trypticon, or more broadly, who are the Titans. Well, Titans are just really, really big Transformers. Basically, a lot of them used to be called City-formers because they'd be like a robot, and then turn to a city. Trypticon's a Decepticon who turns into a city, and his robot mode isn't like a person. It's like a dinosaur. It's like a Tyrannosaurus type of a thing. He has, the most recent toy of him has a cool feature. He'll like eat little robots. It's neat. And also, would you rather control density, in parentheses, can become intangible or ultra solid, or have a pocket dimension you can store anything in? Oh, pocket dimension. Absolutely, assuming it's secure. The pocket dimension. Cypher! Raided with a party one. Thank you for the raid. Do we have one of our mods here to do a shout out, or I can type the shout out if we don't. Welcome, Cypher. How was your stream? And but yes, to finish what I was saying to Extemporaneous, I think with the whole density thing, I would worry about like if I became too intangible, sinking through like the ground to the center of the earth, or becoming too solid, like messing up my internal organs or something. But yes, that's my call. And let's do a quick shout out for Cypher. It says you were playing games and demos. Any particular games? Oh, hey, I remember this part. Hi, Ryuji. Hope you don't explode. Oh, why? Why would you do that? That's so inconvenient.
Phantom Thieves, we honor his name.
But I'm gonna keep reading some chat. I see Oak saying, hey Longa, how you doing, Oak? And then the whole command. Dagger saying, hello, Logan, hello, chat, how you doing, Dagger? Quick80 says, howdy, just finished watching a video about warrior cats. Have I? That sounds familiar. Has somebody mentioned warrior cats before? Atlantic says, hey, everyone recovered from Friday. My gosh, okay. For those who weren't here, for one thing, it was a long stream. But man, we finished The Walking Dead, and that final episode, that hit me so much stronger than I thought. So no, I am not recovered from that. But how are you doing, Atlantic? Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Looks like we had Taco and Baku were both here early. Taco was saying, yesterday I was watching sad Death Note edits. I was low-key crying, and then Baku had the nerve to send me a sad Clementine edit, and I started crying even harder. We were on call. Well, like I said, man, the emotions. Baku says, I'm going to class trial. Taco says, I'm in call with Baku when I was crying to sad Death Note. Oh, wait. Oh, sad Death Note edits again, laughing, and I look at my bed and scream, there's a stink bug on my bed. Baku says I might not be here for a while because I'm watching the Grammys, but I'll try to be here when I can. I feel like I'm not cool enough to watch the Grammys because you gotta know like music stuff, but I hope you're enjoying it. Dermo says hi, how you doing, Dermo? Taco says hi, how you doing, Taco? Or, you know what, I already said hi, Taco, right? Says, why are you early, Logan? What the frick? I'm technically not early. I was just slightly less late. This is why I worry about like maybe I should never try to be on time, because then people are so used to me being late that I won't be on time. Yeah. But how is everybody? Oh, and on Twitch, Oak says, lurk. I don't know if I can stay long for this stream, but for now I'll be watching from afar. I'm always bummed when you have to leave early, but thank you for being here as much as you're able to be, Oak. And I hope whatever you've got going on is going well and you're having fun. Let's recap on where we left off last time, by the way. So, last time in the game, there was a lot of nonsense just going on. We were recovering from our second student who's died permanently. But then, after a big fight, we got Shoma's prisoner waifu back. And her name is, was it pronounced Ava or Eva? I think it was Ava, right? Ava. And so Ava is now our prisoner again. We convinced Cirei to let her live. And yeah, that's where we're at. I think we just went back after the fight and we're going to bed and we're going to launch into whatever day 22 is. So here's the thing. Shoma and Ava can talk now. They can communicate. So either they're going to fall in love or she's going to realize what a sad sack Shoma is. But we need to help our bro. We need to get the two of them to do some conjugal visits just for smooching, not like full on, you know. Phew, I'm all worn out. In spite of my fatigue, I couldn't sleep. I just lay in bed painfully awake. Too much had happened tonight. My body was still on high alert. My mind was racing too. I had a lot to think about. Mostly, my thoughts centered on the prisoner. Ava, she'd called herself. We were finally going to get a chance to sit down and talk to a commander. We'd be able to learn so much from her, not just military intel, but maybe clues about what the invaders really were too. I'm worried that Cirei might, like, try to kill her or something in order to keep secrets. I really need to rest first, though. Having successfully defended the school and secured a few days' peace, my 21st day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. This is my second 21st day game. Day 22. Okay, now we made it to day 22. I can read some more chat. Oh no, I can't read some more chat. Are we having another Karawa dream? I don't know what days we had them before in the first run through. As I slowly started to come awake, I wondered just how long I'd been asleep. Oh, it's afternoon already, so we just overslept. I couldn't tell, but it felt like I'd slept in a lot longer than usual. What time is it? I struggled to sit up, tentatively raising my head until I could see the clock on the wall. Okay, now I can read some chat. Quickity says, also, because I finally caught up on Noja anime so far, I'm recommending this game to everybody again. 10 out of 10 story. Well, we're going to get there. I mean, we are next week to replace The Walking Dead going to start playing Dispatch. But my understanding is it's going to be a lot shorter than, like, Walking Dead, definitely, because it's only one season. Yeah, it's a similar type of game. So we'll probably burn through that super quick. So we'll eventually need another game. I'd also like to maybe have our Sundays return back to miscellaneous other small games as well. Taco says, I'm going to be gone for like 20 minutes. That's a long time, Taco. What you up to? There was Cypher's Raid. Cypher said, hey, guys, what's up? It was good. Kingdom Hearts 3 said, oh, not this clip, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is what I was playing. Had a big peak viewer count. Nice. Holy crap. Warrior Cats. I love Warrior Cats. I know I've heard of this before. What is Warrior Cats? Over on YouTube, Derma says, Taco, he's not even early, just abnormally on time. Derma says, but Logan, that would require knowing people. Oh, the pre-show thing. Exactly. Sveta says, good evening. How you doing, Sveta? Derma says, I feel like I'm too cool to watch the Grammys. Screw awards shows. I almost feel that way with like the Oscars, but like Grammys, it's like music. I'm never cool enough to be hip to music. Derma says, oh, finally I can call her Ava. So many times I almost forget you didn't know her name. Congratulations, Dermo, and thank you for not calling her that beforehand. And Blaziken says, evening, Logan. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing well, Blaziken. How are you? Quick said, Warrior Cats is like a book version of a soap opera for kids. So is it like, what's that one, Dogman? Is that the one with like the dog who's like a cop? Or I think it was like a dog and a cop were in an accident. The dog's head was sewn onto the cop's body or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. It's from the maker of Captain Underpants. Yeah, I think. Dagger says, Warrior Cats is peak. Is it like a graphic novel or just like a book? Cyber says, do not call it for kids. Why did they have deaths? Baku says, pop it in real quick. What's up? Not much, Baku. What's up with you? Okay, let's play some of the actual game here. It was already past midday. Wow, I'm pretty late today. What else did I expect? Late to bed, late to rise. I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. After that, I'm really hungry now. Well, let's save, and we should also go and check on now both of our prisoners. Maybe Eito will have something to say about his new roommate. Let's see, oh, we got Hiruko out here. Let's go say hi to her first on the way down. Hiruko! Are you only going to breakfast now? You're awfully late. What with everything that happened last night, it took me a while to get to sleep. I see. You know, I'm a little worried about keeping the prisoner so close to Eito. A traitor and an enemy commander could cause a lot of trouble together if they put their minds to it. Well, don't forget, Eito, like, he did free her last time, but then he murdered her. I expect you to keep a close eye on them, team leader. Pew! Before I could answer, Hiruko strode briskly away. Great, one more odd job to add to my list. So it's good that we'll go and check on the both of them. Oh, wait, we cannot go. We can't go in any other room? Like, we can't. Oh, I'm gonna try and fast travel to the second floor and just burst in the doorway that way. It's weird. Wait, and were Moko and Sirei the only ones in the cafeteria? Oh, no, that is the courtyard. Yeah, right there. I'd better go to the cafeteria for now. Boo! Yeah, it's just, it's Moko and Nigo, not Sirei. Who was it last time was saying that you're in love with Nigo? Was that Queen Katie? Somebody was loving the little marshmallow man. Morning, Takumi. Or should I say afternoon? Hey, we're really having a late one today, huh? Good morning, Moko. Where's everyone else? I think they're still asleep. Last night's battle really took it out of them. You look totally fine, though. Guess all that time traveling experience pays off. You don't look too tired yourself. Is that because of your wrestling experience? Yeah, I guess I'm no stranger to late night bouts. Gotta be ready to take on any challenger anytime. This war, though, it really sucks, you know. It's gone on way too long. You think we could just take it out, talk it out with the invaders and end it that way? Well, talk it out? I know that Veshnis gal tricked us in your future, but she's not around anymore. Maybe the rest of the invaders aren't so bad. And we got one in the courtyard we can talk to now. Maybe I can get a good ending. Maybe. Somehow I doubt it'll be that easy, but I guess there's no harm in asking her. I'll see what she has to say after I'm done here. That's the spirit. We gotta at least try to resolve all this peacefully, right? Right, Nigo? Yes, quite. Indeed. Oh, that was right. Last time we didn't get to see Nigo's talent. I'm still sad over that. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat because I already miss all you guys. Cypher says, it is perfectly for people our age to read. And then laughing. Quickita said, okay, but the YouTuber I watched literally had to go to the kids section for them, thinking it was in the young adult section. They can't put it in the kids section if it's for adults. It's like Trick cereal. You're not allowed, like rabbits and adults aren't allowed to consume this. Cyrus says, dude, I know. I only read them at home. For that reason, I own all the books, like every single one. Quickita said, that said, though, for some reason, the books include a word that makes you bring out a dictionary and never says the word nephew? Is there a character who is a nephew and they avoid saying that? What is the word you need a dictionary for? Is it just because it's complicated? Is it because it's like a swear? Is it a sex act? Cypher says, if you're always late, then you're technically always on time because there's no set time. That's what I'm saying. Over on YouTube, Derma says, hi, Blaziken. Sveta says, Hiruko. They will become E-buddies. Queen Katie is on YouTube saying to Dermo, same. I kept forgetting that Ava's name wasn't revealed yet and backspacing it as I typed it, lol. Well, now, is that the last of the secrets you guys got to keep from me? I guess we'll find out. Oh, yes, indeed, quite. Oh. I ate a quick breakfast while Moko regaled me with wrestling stories and trivia. When I was done, I headed back to my room. Not going to the courtyard? Want to say hi to... talking it out. I'd never considered that an option before, but with Veshnis gone, who knows? Our primary goal here is to save the planet from world death, after all, and the invaders are a symptom, not the cause. Even if we can't reach a peaceful resolution, I'm sure the prisoner can tell me something useful. I should go talk to her soon. It's just too bad Ato will be there too. You never know what he's gonna do next. Well, let's head on down there. Do the thing I wanted to do before. All right. Pew, courtyard. Guys, ready for some toxic doom yaoi? Ato's asleep. Are we sure he's in the sleeping bag? He might have escaped and stuffed some pillows under the blanket. Ato's asleep? At this time of day? Well, it works for me. At least I won't have to worry about him butting in. Because surely he's not pretending to be asleep. A liar McLiarson traitor like him would never do something so underhanded. Now, let's see what she has to say. I'm gonna click Ato. I'm gonna click Ato in the animal pen. Ato's locked up inside. I can't let my guard down. Can I click Ato? There we go, Ato. Oh, okay, we can see the top of his head. Honk shoo, wee. Hogshoe, wee. I hope this fake snoring is believable. I hope this real snoring is believable. Yeah, saved that. Hogshoe, wee. All right, he's asleep for realsies. Can I click the animal pen first? Ava's locked inside. What should we do with her? I wish Shoma was here. Ava! Oh, are you okay, girl? You good? You don't look so good. When I approached her cage, the captive commander scurried back a little, keeping a wary eye on me. Oh crap, I forgot. We need a voice for her now, don't we? I thought we were all done with coming up with new voices. Give her a Russian voice. What is it? What do you want? I don't know how I feel about that. I'm good for suggestions. Let me read some comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Baku says, my friend really likes the Warrior Cat series and called the, quote, gay furry books. So that's what we reference it as. Cyrus says, to be fair, cats don't have that sort of thing. Dagger says, ooh, this route. Is that good or bad, Dagger? Cyrus says, that's why I don't read them as often, because I don't want to get made fun of at school. Laughing. Quita says, and they say, oh, this is my sister's son filling out more of a word count. Maybe the writer was getting paid by the page and just realized that that's a good way to fill it out. Cyrus says, last time I read the series was book 6 of the Starless Clan. That's a lot of books. Oh, Starless Clan arc. Nora says, Lurk, watching Grammys. We did the entire P4 dungeon yesterday, but fumbled the boss, so we're going to do it tonight, but Oak never showed up. But we're going to maybe finish the game next week. Well, thank you for the Lurk, Nora. I hope you're enjoying the Grammys again. I'm not cool enough for it. You probably know a whole heck of a lot more of what's going on there than I do. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Let's see. I gotta scroll up a little bit. I gotta scroll up a bunch of bit. Durbo says, heck no. Taco says, I'm going to be on YouTube. I'll stream. Awesome, Taco. Durbo says, Logan, you've seen only the tip of the iceberg that is secrets in this game. I know. I'm wondering, like, how many. Should I revise my earlier plan of just 3 run-throughs of this? But that would go on forever. Taco says, hi, Dermo. Dermo says, oh, he's going to pull a prison break 100%. Hi, Taco. That zoom scared me. Sveta says, he looks so dumb. Ato turned into a caterpillar. That's what he's doing. That is his oh, no, I don't want to say cocoon. His chrysalis. He's metamorphosizing. What's going to happen is he's going to basically turn into a sludgy slurry and then reconstitute himself, but with all of his memories and everything intact. So yeah, what do we do for this? We can give her like a Southern Belle. What is it? What do you want? Don't be scared. I'm not here to hurt you. Your name is Ava, right? Can I talk to you for a minute? About what? Well, this is gonna sound weird, but Shoma wants to do things with you. Like, things that he's not tall enough to ride this ride. You are the ride. Do you think there's any way to end this war besides our 2 armies trying to wipe each other out? A way to end the war? Is that better than the Russian? Oh, if there was, we'd have tried it a long time ago. Huh? We didn't want this war. We didn't want any of this. I hate fighting. Most of us do. For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. We'd been thinking of the invaders as mindless soldiers and weird monsters for so long, and here was one claiming that they hate fighting.
So why did you start this war?
Sirey! Just a moment, Ava. Sirey! What? Why did you attack us? If you hadn't invaded, we would never have had to fight like this. Hold on a minute, what do you mean invaded? You're the invaders here. This is our home. We're only fighting to stop you from wiping us out. We're trying to protect the Earth. To protect Earth? Was that Ato, or is this just what it's like to talk to a girl? I can go! Manfred von Karma. Oh!
Well, What's going on?
I want to say that, I want to guess Sirei, except that shadow's rather large, and Sirei could just, like, blow up my head, so who? Do we think Aito got out of his cage that quickly? Just the amount of time we glance over there and he's asleep and he's already out?
Why did you do that?
Are we gonna hear a voice?
Aren't you two on the same side? I don't understand.
Oh crap, who is this? Ah. I don't know, I guess we'll just, we'll keep going until we have some clues. Question mark, dot, dot, dot. Is that the whole, oh, and Claire de Lune.
Hey, what's that you're reading?
Oh, I think we've already seen this one. Is this where she talks about, like, weather conditions outside and rain and stuff?
Some old book I found in the library. It's got stuff about the world outside the complex in it.
I remember, yeah, she talked about something in this. We've seen this dream
world
before.
Outside? What's the point in reading about that?
There doesn't have to be a point to everything. I just think it's neat. Hey, Taki, did you know they have these things called seasons out there?
I told you not to call me that at school. It's embarrassing.
It gets colder or warmer or darker or lighter depending on the time of year, and it all goes around in a cycle.
So it keeps changing? I mean, that sounds like it'd be really annoying.
They've got rain, too. Water that falls right out of the sky. And sometimes it freezes and turns into something called sleet.
Yeah, this is our educational content about weather and the water cycle.
Other times, the wind and the rain get really strong. They call that a storm. In some parts of the world, storms get so bad, they can even blow buildings over.
I can't even imagine that. The outside world sounds dangerous. It's a good thing we don't have to worry about all that stuff. Here in the complex, everything's nice and safe.
Yeah, good thing
And nothing ever changes.
Yeah, all of society is just this big group of hikikomoris.
You're so boring, Taki. Don't you ever get tired of knowing what's gonna happen all the time?
Do you think that was foreshadowing for the time travel thing? I mean, obviously we saw this exact same dream before. Because, like, he was knowing what's gonna happen.
Where's your sense of adventure?
You know, you're the only one in our whole class who thinks like that.
So what? I'm free to like what I like, aren't I? And I think the outside world sounds really cool.
You're so weird.
Okay, I think whoever was that batoned us has to be either Sirei or Nigo, or someone who had died in the last route. So either Hiruko or Moko. Probably not even, like someone who died early on, because like toward the end, everybody was all on the same page, right? Am I gonna wake up in the courtyard?
To rise and shine.
Or did I get carried back to my room? If I did get carried back to my room, I hope it was Sirei. Oh no, because Sirei would just use the drones. I was just want to imagine a little marshmallow just cradling me in his arms.
Get prepared to be ready to give your life.
There we go. Pew! Oh yeah, I guess I am in my room because I heard the announcement. Ah! Another dream about Karua, the exact same one as last time, too. It feels like something happened before that, though. Was it another dream? I should go to the courtyard and talk to Ava. It's no good, I can't remember. I feel kind of weird today. I suppose I'll go to the cafeteria like normal. Okay, no, I don't think it's gonna be Moko, because Moko was like swapped out with someone. I think it's either Sirei or Nigo, or it might be Hiruko, because we still don't know what it is that she knows about the war that we don't. She might know about what that whole you invaded us thing was and not want us to know for some reason. All right, let's save. And I guess it's a good thing for the bad guys that Takumi is kind of an idiot and can't remember things that happened the other day. Hey, Nico! Did you shockify me with a metal stick, a prod? Good morning, Mr. Sumino. How are you feeling today? You're not experiencing any headaches or dizziness, or perhaps having evacuated your bowels into your pants because you were electrocuted yesterday? That's oddly specific. I'm fine, though. My head's a little fuzzy is all. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Well, I must get back to my duties. Duties. This academy isn't gonna clean itself. Okay, it was Nigo. It was totally Nigo. What's up with him? Yeah, he was the one. Oh, infirmary? What? Let's go check on Ato. And wait, no, let's try and go in the infirmary first. Doesn't look like it'll let us. I'll also read some more comments in the chat while we're, nothing to do here right now. There's people in there, you dingus. See, Cypher says, also my best friend met Strega yesterday, and you wouldn't believe his ongoing theory about Takaya. Oh, Takayaka, you said. Is that Takaya? I mean, I know I had my theory about Takaya that was wrong. Said he also thinks, he also thinks he's the shadow of So your friend has the same theory as me. You're not just messing with me. Did you tell your friend about my theory? Ato's asleep with his blanket wrapped tight around him. Seems like he's behaving himself. For now, there's nothing suspicious about this. Okay, we're going to the cafeteria. Cyber says, which is funny because he has yet to play P4 and he has no idea what the shadows of the characters can be like. Dispatch also has a lot of not safe for work content, so be warned. Well, I've heard that there's like a streamer mode that'll censor. I mean, I've been told that there's some mild nudity in it, but it like put black boxes over it, or maybe mosaics or blurs or something. Other stuff like that, I'm assuming, can't be much worse than The Walking Dead was. And Dagger says, "Ooh, Dispatch is gonna be fun." I'm looking forward to it. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Let's see. Taco says, Baku decided to watch the Grammys' angry faces instead of calling me like we all know my singing is better than Chappelle Roan /J. Blaziken says, oh, hang on, just scrolled without me. Blaziken says, Ava is kind of a baddie, right, chat? Well, I mean, Shoma has got some pretty good taste. Sveta says, Ava Evochka. Oh, for the last, Ava Evochka. Yeah, so which would you guys prefer? The Russian voice or the Southern belle? Durba says, Blaziken, 100%. Blaziken says, I fear I may have a type. Taco says, Ava's mine, don't mess with a lesbian /J. Durba says, and unlike Veshness, seemingly isn't completely insane that we know of yet. She might be, you know? But, I mean, there's always, what's the graph, the craziness to hotness meter? You just gotta see where she lands on that. I arrived at the cafeteria and found the others already there. Good morning, Takumi. Morning, you're all here before me, huh? I pretty much slept the whole day yesterday, so I woke up hungry as all heck. Did you sleep through yesterday too, Takumi? Yeah! That's right, I spent the whole day in bed. What are you talking about? You came here and had brunch with me in the afternoon. Oh, thank goodness we have a witness. Huh? I did? You don't remember? Did our special time together mean so little to you? Maybe he's just tired. I'm still feeling kind of groggy myself. Does that mean you don't remember the power cut either? Oh, did like the cattle prod short out the power? Huh? The power cut? Oh, and Hiroko, we ran into her on the way down the cafeteria too, right? So she's another witness. I'll take that as a no. Not that it really matters. It didn't last long anyway. Yawn. I feel like I could go right back to bed and sleep through the rest of today too. No tomato. Why no tomato? Why no tomato, Kurara? Kurara, why no tomato? Honestly, you're all hopeless. If missing your bedtime does this to you, I dread to think how you'll cope when you're faced with real hardship. I didn't even notice with the group shot earlier that she was missing her tomato. But okay, I gotta read some more of the chat because I'm already getting like far behind. Quickity says to Cypher, yeah, but there's a setting you can turn on to censor everything and makes it funny, actually. Cypher says it's hard to explain considering how deep the lore runs nowadays. Also, I'm not entirely caught up, as I mentioned. Dropped it because I didn't want to get bullied in school. Quickity says, somewhat like Dogman, but more murder and war. Cypher says, I still occasionally read it, though. Quickity says, it started as a book, but in recent years, they've finally made graphic novels. In the graphic novels, are they like photorealistic cats, or are they like cartoon cats? Taco says, Warrior Cats, it peak is. Cyrus says, Blue Star's Children, Quickita says, captions, Hero Cow. Oh, instead of Hiroko. Hiruko. Cypher says, dude, I remember I was in 4th grade and would look up Warrior Cats memes in class. Warrior Cats is long as all heck, though. There's 6 books per arc, and as far as I specifically am aware, there's around, I think, 8 arcs. There's also a lot of characters, and Taka says, I've read the Warrior Cats, and Queen Katie says, Nico! I'm gonna assume it was Queen Katie that's in love with Nico. Let me take a look over the YouTube side. Blazekin says, oh, isn't Moko already Southern? Oh, well, yeah, she is. I guess she's more of a hick than a Southern Belle Southern, but is that too confusing? Maybe we do need to go Russian. Adurba says, Blazekin, your type is women who could end and would murder you, /J. We could have more than one Southern accent. Titan, how you doing? Says, Kenny would protect Earth, no problem. I'm finding that most of our games would be better if Kenny from Walking Dead was in them. Also, we're over a half hour in a stream and I haven't hydrated yet. I'm gonna have a sip of water. Give me 1 second here. Also, are we still modless tonight? I think it's safe for us to acknowledge that because Oak is lurking, so Oak cannot stab me if we acknowledge that it's the purge. All right, let's keep going. You sure you're not feeling tired as well? Looks like you forgot something important. Something important? Oh, does she not realize? Is she still acting brave even though she's tomatoless? Oh. Oh, she didn't realize that's adorable. Kurara dashed out of the room with all the force and speed of a cannonball, trying in vain to hide her face with her hands. Takumi, do you know what happened to the prisoner? What do you mean? I went to check on her this morning, but she wasn't in her cage. I know, I went in the courtyard too. And also my telepathy map said that she's in the infirmary, but apparently I don't know that. Huh? I asked Ato, but he just ignored me repeatedly. Weren't you gonna talk to her yesterday? Was she still there then? Thinking I spoke to the prisoner yesterday? I don't remember that. If you're looking for the prisoner, Sirei took her to the infirmary. What? Why? Is she sick? He said something about her needing emergency treatment. No one's allowed in until they've finished. I'm gonna guess he's implanting a bomb in the back of her neck. Either that or she's already dead, and that's gonna be very sad for Shoma. Emergency treatment? What happened to her? Beats me. I'm just repeating what I heard. If she needs surgery, maybe they'll let me help then. Don't tell me she's gonna die right after we went to all that trouble sparing her. Who cares? It's not like she's our friend or anything. She's more friend with benefits. The benefit is I get to look at her from a distance, yearning. Gaku, I ought to wash my mouth out with soap for that. Why your mouth? Well, if Sirei's taking care of her, we don't need to worry. We can just let him handle it. It's unusual for you to say something like that. Is it? Has anyone seen Kako or Ima? They're not here today. Looks like they're on the outs again. Sheesh, they need to make up and get along already. Siblings fighting storylines are so last century. What's next, a ladder match without a flaming table full of barbed wire? Wasn't the Undertaker and Kane? They were like their characters were siblings, right? This isn't wrestling. You can't just book a reconciliation and expect it to happen instantly. It's gonna be a problem if they keep fighting, though. You're right. I ate a little breakfast and made polite conversation for a while, then headed back to my room to think about everything. Let's go to the infirmary! Sirei's taking care of the prisoner, so I should just focus on Kako and Ima. If they can't cooperate, it's gonna be a problem for all of us. There has to be something I can do. Oh crap, free time! I'm gonna have to figure out what kind of presents to craft again, aren't I? I hate figuring out this. Like, there's so much pressure to make sure that I do it right. I think that my report card is doing pretty well at this point, though. Like, I'm on level 4 for everything. Most of the stuff has the right-hand column all maxed out. So, looks like math and gym are this is kind of even on the two of them there. Maybe, you know what? Ato gives us math. Maybe we should give Ato another gift. What did we give Ato last time? We gave him history of. Oh, we could have I think it's every 3 you get a bond event, right? History of Mankind 5-star novel. Let's go make Ato something. History of Mankind 5-star novel. Let's, we still can't go in the infirmary. Will Moko have anything interesting to say if we talk to her on the way down, or is everybody just saying generic crap nowadays? Are we awesome or are we awesome? I feel like we can take on a whole world or two right now. Okay, generic crap. Oh, a lot of people in the courtyard. Oh, we could also, instead of Ato, I forgot we can hang out with Nozomi. I mean, I guess that would be nice. We'll get to her eventually. We'll do Ato first. Ato, pretend to be asleep. I wonder if it'll let me give a gift to him if he's all tuckered out and tired. Okay, let's go to the gift-o-matic room and see if we can make something for Ato. We'll save before we do it, just in case I screw this up, because I can't remember if I saved up in my room. I will also pull up our pinned message that we have over on Discord that lists everybody's items, so that we won't have to spend too terribly much time doing this. My apologies. We gotta deal with this kind of crap. Okay, so Ato's preferred items are History of Mankind, 5-star novel. Those are 2 things we already gave him. E-reader, bookmark, book cover, earplugs, and landscape picture. So let's go ahead and pick out one of those things. Book cover. He uses a lot of those sheets. Let's see if there's something else we can get him instead. I mean, we can. I just wish we had more of this crap for crafting. One of these days off stream, I probably ought to do just more explorations. I mean, that divides it up, but that uses a bunch of grass, and we have very little grass. So, and then what was the other thing? There's at least 1 or 2 others. Oh, landscape picture. We're gonna do the book cover. I'm just gonna go to the top. We're gonna do book cover and give that to Ato. Where was that? Come on. Book cover. There we go. Book cover. And we're gonna give that to Ato. Huh? Oh, is he not available because he's asleep? Okay, so we can't do Ato. Never mind. I'm gonna make something for Nozomi then. I'm sorry. False start. You guys were all bracing yourselves for an Ato hangout. So let's see what Nozomi likes. Where is she? Nozomi's preferred items are kaleidoscope, hairband, flower box, silicone-free shampoo, chocolate, planisphere, and a basic journal. Okay, let's go to start at the top and see what we can find here. Again, my apologies, this is taking so long. Kaleidoscope! Let's just do that. That's got it all spread out. I am long past caring about things. Let's give it to Nozomi. Craft kaleidoscope. Yay! Crafting complete.
Wow! I can have this? Thank you. I'll cherish it forever and ever.
It's really just a kaleidoscope. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. Okay! And another free time. And I guess we can just give another gift to her. Either that or, math and analysis. Oh, no, we should give something to Shoma, because he's the only one that does literacy. Yeah, never mind. We're going to give something to Shoma. What have we already given to Shoma then? Shoma, where's that little beanie? So we give protein powder, dumbbell, and trash can. Protein powder, dumbbell, and trash can. Again, my apologies for this taking so long. Shoma's items are protein powder, dumbbell, skeleton, trash can, doghouse, disinfectant spray, hamster plushie, and Shiba dog plushie. So we got skeleton, doghouse, disinfectant, hamster, Shiba. Okay, let's do that. Let's head down there. And then hopefully we'll be... Wait. I want to see if... Do you remember your tomato this time? You remember your tomato, Kurara? Better remember your tomato. My presence has ensured the absolute defense of this academy. Revel in the military might of the Suzukis. She's full of herself, but she's fun. I do think she and Shoma have become like my 2 favorite characters. So if we ever presented with another dilemma like last time, we gotta kill somebody, it better not be between those 2. Okay. I don't even remember what he liked, but we're just gonna find something here. I think a skeleton was, oh, disinfectant spray. Oh, that uses a lot of grass. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Where's the skeleton? I know we can do skeleton, and we haven't given him one of those yet. Skellington. There we go, skeleton. Ah, that's a lot, but we'll just do it. Skeleton. Shoma. Craft it. Crafting complete. In the bathroom.
You're giving something so awesome to useless bug poop like me?
Yeah, we've heard that before. I still like his line read on bug poop. And the day's over. I hope it's not another day of free time after this.
Well then.
Good night. I'll read some more comments in the chat, though, while we wait and see. Cypher says, the naming conventions make it easier to remember. Quiggy says, I love my little guy. Cypher says, I haven't read anything released past Starlist Clan Book 6. Otherwise, I own all the books. Dude, the way I was devastated, Book 6 of Broken Code. Why would they not have ended up together, man? That broke me when I read it. Like, genuinely, there's a weird amount of complicated words. Taco says, ooh, ooh, I look just like Logan Robo. Oh. But people like Vero much, much more. Savage said, plus there's made-up words. The cats call humans one of three things. No furs, two legs, or something else I'm forgetting. Quickita says, jubilant, I think. I don't know. What's the age range for the intended audience? So we're book words. Books, but words like that pop up sometimes. I feel like I knew the word jubilant fairly early. I think it was because I was raised on comic books. And I mentioned before that my favorite character in DC was Tim Drake Robin. But my favorite character in Marvel was Jubilee from the X-Men. And so, of course, her codename's Jubilee. Her real first name is Jubilation. And so I jubilant. It's a variant of that. I'm familiar with these things. It's that time again. Guess I'll rest up for tomorrow. But before I could get to bed, something stopped me in my tracks. Huh? Oh, yeah, we were supposed to, check in on Ima and Kako, and I never did. My chest started to feel warm, like my blood was pulsing through me more violently than before. Oh, yeah, I mean, the flaming boy is going to show up? It was a sensation I'd felt before, and I knew what it meant. Is that you? You're there, aren't you? I thought he was grounded from hanging out with us.
I just kind of sensed you. Maybe it's my hemoanima reacting to you.
We're connected, you and I.
It's been a while. I heard making the bomb really tired you out, though. Is that why you haven't appeared since then?
That's part of it. But Sirei said I shouldn't come see you anymore.
Sirei's turning out to be a real meanie.
But you're here now. Are you sure you won't get in trouble?
What is this read? Sirei said I shouldn't see you, but you're here now. This is totally setting up some yaoi crap.
Maybe. But there's something that's been bothering me. I wanted to talk to you about it.
Oh, what is it? You know that Sirei took the prisoner to the infirmary, right? Yeah, apparently she needed some kind of emergency treatment? Even if that's true, so far as I know, there isn't anything in there that's used to treat the sick or injured. There's just the Revive-O-Matic, which only works after someone's dead. So why did Sirei choose to take her there of all places? Is he... Maybe he sees the strategic value of her as a prisoner and is scanning her DNA so he can bring her back to life if Eito kills her? I don't get it. What's there to worry about? Sirei's behavior concerns me. I think he's doing something in secret, something you might not like. Really, Sirei? No, that can't be right. Sirei always has our best interests in mind. If he really is doing something behind our backs, I'm sure he has a good reason for it. In fact, he's probably doing this so we won't have to worry about whatever it is. Okay, earlier, when he was in the cafeteria, I was like, you trusting Sirei is so unlike you. When we got knocked out, did Nigo, brainwash us somehow to have unfallible faith in Sirei? Or infallible, yeah. He's our commanding officer. We should trust him. Right. Well, if you're okay with it, I guess it's fine. More importantly, I'm sorry I haven't come up with a name for you yet. I really want to introduce you to everyone first, but with Sirei so against it, that might be kind of hard. That's too bad. I really like the chance to spend some time with all of you at least once. I should get going. Sorry to bother you. So we'll come up with a name now. We don't need to wait. With a strangely sorrowful look on his face, the ghost boy disappeared into thin air. Huh. I don't know why, but I feel kind of guilty. I get that he wants to be a real member of the team, but if Saray forbids it, then... If Saray forbids it... Thinking hard. And so the curtain fell on my 23rd day at Last Defense Academy for the second time. Day 24! Alright, we're just motoring through these days. Ding, doring, bing, bong. Please, game, don't give me another day of free time.
Get prepared to be ready to give your...
Alright, and I'll read a couple more comments in the chat. Cyrus says, oh dude, F, what's her name? Bright something? Quigita says, you might remember the name if you remember the Hiracy naming convention, lol. Paw are newbies, Star are leaders, etc. Cyrus says, dude, her getting mauled by wolves in what, like the 5th book, and the other Paw getting killed by the wolf. I know that. I think it was Brightheart. It was a period where Blue Star didn't get... I might have to skip over this. This is all stuff I have no idea what this is. Quita says, captions, honk shoe, wee wee wee, hog shoe, wee 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 wee, shall wee 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 wee. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... I'm sorry, but all this stuff, and it sounds like there's probably spoilers for these books. So, oh, there, Quigita said, I approve of the Russian voice so far. Anybody else got comments with Russian or Southern Belle? Over on YouTube, let's see. Blizkin said, Dermo, it's life's a gamble. Sveta says, I don't think Ato has round nubs for hands. When he was sleeping, we couldn't see his hands, we just saw the top of his head, right? Dermo says, Sveta, what if he had to amputate himself to slip through the bars? Quigita said, I'm yelling at Logan so much in Twitch chat. Huh? Tony! Tony's Game Lounge, right with a party of 5. Welcome, Tony! How are you? Okay, I don't think we have any of our mods here. It's been sleepy. A lot of our people are lurking to watch the Grammys right now. So hang on, I didn't even realize they were going on. So I gotta do the shout out for you myself. Let me do that right now. What game were you playing and how did it go? Oh, it says just chatting. Was that the whole stream or just like the end of it? Let's check out a clip of Tony's Game Lounge while I have some water. There's a bear! Wait, a bear with exposed ribcage. Is that a zombie bear? Oh, it's a frightening thing to see, but how was your stream tonight, Tony? What were you up to? I was just reading some more comments over on YouTube, but thank you so much for being here. Oh, and I should say, crap, I always forget. Raiders, hi. If there's anyone here who's never accompanied Tony for a raid to this channel before, let me give you the rundown real quick. My name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Right now, we've been alternating between 2 games. One is this one, the 100-line Last Defense Academy. The other game we just finished on Friday, and that was the Walking Dead Telltale series. So we're gonna start a new game this week. We're gonna play Dispatch, which is very much like a Telltale game, but I guess superheroes. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah. Other types of games we've played in the past have included Danganronpa, Persona, Ace Attorney, Deltarune, Omori, and I read every comment in chat. I am just often very, very far behind. So if you're here and if you write something in chat, I promise I will read it. It just may take me a while to get to it. Speaking of reading, I will read a couple of comments, like I said, over on YouTube. But let's see. Quigita said, I'm yelling at Logan so much in Twitch chat. It's clearly a blobby hand, not human. Oh, holding the baton? Wait, was it there was a round thing. I thought that was part of the baton. Was that supposed to, I gotta look at the picture again at some point, maybe on the VOD. Was that supposed to be, so it is Sirei or Nigo? Are you sure? Quigita said, not human. Sveta says, Dermo, then I applaud his willpower. And Titan says, yep, a cold season, like season 2 when Kenny, Rebecca, Luke, and Clem and all the others were out. Dermo says, Queen Katie, I don't know, their skin is pretty pale. What if they balled their fist /J? Queen Katie says, then it would still have knuckles though, lol. Are you sure? I don't know if my hands have knuckles. I mean, here, we're gonna test this. We're gonna test. I'm gonna go hold my hand really close so you can see. This is what my hand looks like when it's open. Now I'm gonna close my hand, and then we'll see. You see any knuckles there? Any knuckles at all? And then put it back down, and then fingers out. See, you know when you ball up your hand like that, it can be very round. and very smooth, I think. And Durba says, Queen Katie, nothing sandpaper can't fix. Oh, it scrolled without me. Let me scroll back up. Then we'll get back to the game, especially since we just had raid. Yeah, those who came with the raid, if you're like, wow, this guy is not even playing the game, or I don't want to see 100 line, or I only like Tony, and you got to take off. I understand. I appreciate you being here. I'd love to have you stick around, especially because, like I said, it is sleepier since we have so many of our people lurking, seemingly so many lurking to watch the Grammys. But if you want to hang out, I'd love to make new friends. Let's play a bit more of the game. Well, guess I should get up. And thank you again, Tony, for the raid. I hope your stream tonight went well. Just as I was beginning my morning routine, ding dong. Who's that? Someone else wanting advice? I'd been dealing with a lot ever since I became team leader. I wondered who it would be this time. Okay, so either it's gonna be Ima and Kako dealing with their crap, or it's gonna be Hiruko or Moko, since we saw the two of them the other day. Or maybe Nizo, I don't know, let's find out. Maybe it's Nigo. Can we see on the map where everybody's at? Oh, we can! Oh, that's just 3 of them in the infirmary. Oh, so we really can't. All right, let's answer the door. Sure enough, one of my friends was waiting for me at the door, but I was surprised when I saw who it was. Oh, okay, so yeah, we are dealing with the Ima and Kako stuff. Kako! Takumi, may I talk to you for a little while? Sure, come in, make yourself comfortable. Thank you. With a timid little bow, Kako shuffled in. I closed the door behind her. That's right, I closed the door because I'm allowed to have a girl in my room. I'm a strong, independent man who don't need no girl. So, what's been going on with you? We missed you at breakfast the last few days. I don't know how to feel anymore. Is this about you and Ima? Until we came here, I always had to do whatever my dear brother told me. I thought this was my big chance to change that. I wanted to get stronger, to finally stand on my own 2 feet as my own person. But the more actual experience I got, that feeling kept getting more and more intense. And that's why you started getting frustrated at Ima for treating you like a little kid? I just found everything he did so annoying, so I might have been meaner toward him than he deserved. Sounds like teenage rebellion or something like that. I don't know. We've all been there. But even with the way I'd treated him, my dear brother didn't hesitate to sacrifice himself for me. I don't understand it. Why would he go that far? He just cares about you that much. It was the same in my timeline. Really? And I know you feel the same about him. You probably just haven't noticed it yet. How can you be so sure? Because I saw how you acted when you lost him.
Oh, dying in the flashback in the future, flash forward, but in the past of Takumi's past in my future, that is also his future, alternate future timeline. Oh, dying.
Come on, Ima.
Brother dearest, I'm begging you, open your eyes.
And this was only a temporary death. When he died for realsies, his brain got splorched out of the marshmallow body.
You think you can kill my brother and then just run your filthy mouth? Just die already!
In my future, when Ima died, you were absolutely devastated. If that version of you could see you now, what do you think she'd say? There's still time, Kako. It's not too late for you to make up with Ima. And you don't have to go back to the way things were before. You can build a new dynamic with him that works for both of you. But I don't even know how to make up. We've never really fought before. Tell him how you feel. Be completely honest, like you were with me just now. Tell him how I feel? All right, I'll try. I need to go think about this. As Kako left my room, her expression was still pretty cryptic. I couldn't be sure if I'd really helped her or not. I hope they figure this out. If things stay like this, neither of them will be happy. All right, breakfast. I almost forgot. I should head to the cafeteria. Oh, you not gonna trust me, game? Okay. And Kurara's got her tomato. Let me read some more comments in the chat now that we've accomplished something in here. I don't know. Let's see, like I said, I'm gonna have to skip over some of this warrior cat stuff. Oh, Cypher saying anyways gotta go. I didn't have school tomorrow, but I need to keep my sleep schedule going. Good night, all. Good night, Cypher. Thank you for being here. Sleep well. Taco says, I am going back to Twitch because I want the little rewards you get so I can annoy Logan with Tomcat. Tiger says, Ava, there are clearly children soldiers in front of you, dude. I mean, we're not like child children soldiers. We are conscripted minors, but Queen Katie in all caps says, Logan, the hand! That's a Siray Blobby hand! Logan, you can't be serious, that's clearly a Siray hand! Dagger says, crying, Logan, please! Queen Katie said, it's not a human hand! Oh, and Taco with a clip. Okay, if anyone is lurking, or is new, or does not know the deal, if you post a clip in either of the chats, although I think in the YouTube chat only mods can do it, but if you post a clip, we watch the clip. So let me load this clip up over on Twitch. This will also tell me how far behind I am in the Twitch chat. This clip, oh wow, it's very artifacty, is from 34 minutes ago, titled Logan dying for 5 seconds, real non-clickbait. Oh, that's the whole thing. Just look. Oddly enough, not the first time that's happened to me in one of these games. I'm getting used to it. Starting to crave it. Thank you for the clip, Taco. Taco says, whoa, seasons, I've never heard of them. They're government propaganda, don't believe in seasons, they're fake, same with birds. Queen Gator said, note, by the way, Nigo's hands are not circular. It's like he's Play-Doh and you pulled out an arm with no hand. I'm gonna have to pay closer attention to their character models then. And then Queen Gator says, for dispatch, it's black boxes. I've seen the clips that also puts black boxes on the flip birdies. Not like people like give the middle finger. It's like if there's ever a bird and you rotate it. You don't want to see that. Do not want to see that. Queen said, wait, do we not have mods right now? We don't. And at times have 29 minutes, 13 seconds. I'm just under a half hour behind over on YouTube. Taco says, I'm not going to stay. I might come back later. Bye. Oh, well, bye, Taco. Thank you for being here. Hopefully we'll see you later. Have a good one. Titan says, I think he'll read this chat. It just takes him a minute. See, there, I read it. Derma says, Titan, he will. Give him a moment. Sveta says, Ato sure is a big sleeper. Also, wow, angry, unmasked Kurara. Derma said, it was like, was that a different sprite to her that she's only ever been panicked and shy? Derma says, hey, I'm here, and I appreciate you, Dermo. Quicketa says, and you're doing great, Dermo. Dermo is doing great. Derma says, I'm almost finished Metaphor. On the last few quests before the dungeon, I've been collecting my thoughts as well. You've motored through that fast, or maybe it's just that I played it super slow. Probably that I played it super slow, but I did enjoy Metaphor. I loved Metaphor. By the time I got to the cafeteria, most of the others were finishing up and getting ready to leave. Okay, and also Kako's here, but I don't see Ima. With one notable exception. Kako sat alone, casting furtive glances at the door. Is she waiting for Ima? Come to think of it, Shoma's not here either. I wonder what's keeping him. No sooner had the thought crossed my mind than I heard hurried footsteps in the hallway outside, and the door flew open.
Everyone, come quick! It's an emergency!
Wow, okay, do we find out what happened, prisoner? Is her head in a jar now? What's up, Shoma? You're all flushed and out of breath. It's so cute. It's Aito! He's gone! Prison break! Prison break, Aito! He was Fang Hong Shu Wee Wee Wee! What? Wait, what? How do you mean? What do you mean gone? I don't know! I just... There's no time to waste. Let's go to the courtyard and investigate for ourselves. Right. Maybe he's also in the infirmary? We all got to our feet and charged out of the cafeteria. Maybe Siray tried to cut a deal with him to get him to fight on our side again? Okay, you're right. He does not have hands. Is he always like that? Or are Siray's hands just like little flippers as well until he like... I'm gonna have to pay more attention. Okay, Queen Katie's right. Nigo just has little penguin flippers. Oh my, thank goodness you're here. It's awful, simply terrible. Quit your whining and tell us what happened. Well, I mean to say, just look over there. I could look over there, but I want to talk to everybody first. I'll start with the right and work my way to the left. I need to stay focused. What happened to the cage Ato is in? Can I look at other cages? I need to stay focused. Can I talk to Nigo? I need to stay focused. Shoma. I need to stay focused. I need to stay focused. Ato is gone? Oh, wait. Oh, and that's the lock on the ground. How did he smash it? Because you can't, like, activate your Hemo Anima without an infuser, right? Unless Siray or Nigo slipped one through the bars for him. What's going on here? Why is the cage door wide open? Is he going to become the new big bad now that Veshness is supposedly exploded? I'm still not 100% convinced that Veshness died in that explosion. But maybe Ato is the new Veshness. I came here this morning before breakfast to check if the prisoner was back yet. She wasn't in a cage, so I thought I'd clean it up for her while she was gone. That's when I realized Ato had been lying in exactly the same position for the past few days. When I looked 2 days ago, I saw his head. Is it fake? It's gonna be fake. I just assumed he was sleeping, but it seemed weird for him to be so unresponsive. So Mr. Ginzaki reported the matter to me. And what did you do about it? First, I investigated the cage itself. And it turned out the lock had already been forced open. Ooh, I got such a chill running down my spine. You don't have a spine, you have a brain, a heart, and marshmallow fluff. The lock had been disguised to not look broken, though. Probably so we wouldn't realize what had happened. So Ato escaped even earlier? I think so. He balled up some blankets and things to make it look like he was still in bed. I saw his head! That was not a ball of blankets. By the time we checked inside the cage, he was gone. That's such a classic criminal escaping from their cell trick. I never really talked to him myself, but this Ato guy is bad news, right? I like a bad boy. How did he break the lock in the first place? Don't these cages disable the prisoner's hemoanima? I think he must have taken advantage of the blackout. Oh crap, that's right. Power outage. The one 2 days ago. Okay, so that would have been after we did see his head in the cage, so never mind, I guess it's consistent. Oh right, I didn't notice it myself, but you said the power went out for a while? The equipment that disrupts hemoanima would have stopped functioning, giving him the opportunity to escape. So that's when he got out? Wait a minute, even if his powers weren't being suppressed anymore, how did he break the lock without his infuser? That's what I said. Thank you, Kurara. I'm gonna have a sip of water. I'm gonna read some chat. Let's see, Queen Gita said, it's been 30 minutes so far? Oh, it's been an hour now. Queen Gita said, I'm so used to Rukov doing a jump scare. Queen Gita says, add quote, why no tomato, in a stern voice. Baku says, my goat got a Grammy. Good for your goat. Usually animals don't win awards. Queen Gita says, I shield Logan. Thank you, Queen Katie. Baku says, I'd like to clarify, my goat is Billie Eilish. Oh, that's a Billy goat. A Billy goat? Because a Billy goat is a type of goat. And Billie Eilish's name is Billy. Quick Gita said, just a kaleidoscope, Logan, it's pretty colors and shapes. I know, but it cherish it forever. You can get kaleidoscopes for pretty cheap. There is Tony's raid, saying Tony can't think of a raid message. Dagger says, I like Southern because Ava has a mild and calm character. That's what I was thinking. Oh, the end of chat is in sight. Quita says, wait, the Grammys are going on. Crap, did I just chase away even more people by mentioning the Grammys again? Tony says we were doing trivia. Day 4 of a trivia series we've been doing before I start my Final Fantasy marathon. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm almost caught up on YouTube chat already. Everybody's abandoned me for music awards. This is why I need to know about big stuff like that so I can... This is why next Sunday we're not gonna have a stream. I don't want to compete with the Super Bowl, you know? Derma says on YouTube, I almost finished... Oh, I read that. Blaziken says, yes, Kane and The Undertaker were brothers, except they played hot potato with the burned my family home and killed Kane allegations because it's a professional wrestling story. Well, I remember, yeah, because I remember seeing like part of a documentary talking about it and how they chose Kane for it, or the I can't remember the actual wrestler's real name who played Kane. But neat stuff. Blaziken said, and it's got the plot consistency of a wet piece of paper. Well, I know, didn't they at one point like killed off Undertaker's ringside manager, Paul Bearer? Get it? Because Paul Bearer. I think they like buried him alive and killed him, and he's like came back at some point. Blaziken said, but my money is on the brother whose signature match involves setting your opponent ablaze. Says, dang, we really out here giving him a dog toy and he's hyped for it? Well, he's very easily excited. Frozy says, oh good, I entered as soon as Yowie was mentioned. Frozy! How are ya? Derma says, hi Frozy. Blaziken says, perhaps you were summoned. And Derma said, Blaziken, quote, if you say Yowie 3 times in a mirror, then Candyman will show up and smooch a boy. Wait a minute, even if his powers weren't being suppressed anymore, how did he break the lock without his infuser? The infuser is just a catalyst. The power itself is already inside of you. The power of friendship. Something like, say, a strong impact direct to your heart might be enough to bring it out. Although even then, success wouldn't be guaranteed.
But that means Ato would have had to risk killing himself just for a chance to escape.
I don't know if you know this, Nozomi. He's crazy. No, I know him. That's a risk he'd be willing to take. Anyway, let's hurry and search the school. We have to find him. But he escaped days ago. He could be miles away by now. Well, we should check to see if the fire extinguishers are gone. And if other... Oh, is that why Ava's in the infirmary? Did Ato... He didn't, like, drain her hemo anima again. She's not a mummy. We just barely got her back for poor Shoma. Apparently, I made a mistake by sparing him. Maybe if I'd let him live, then Shoma could have his wife. He could be miles away by now. We can't just let him roam free. There's no telling what he might do. Based on what you've told us about him, you're probably right.
Hey!
In my future, he sabotaged our entire mission. Everything we did here was for nothing thanks to him. I'm not going to let that happen again. I'll do whatever it takes to stop him. But we've got to find him first. Oh,
Body has been discovered.
the Monokuma thing. I hope Spike Chunsoft doesn't sue you, Sirei. And it looks like Queen Katie was right. He's got little ball hands. Oh, and we even got like Monokuma type of music playing. A body has been discovered.
A body!
Oh. Sorry to disappoint, but we're not doing that this time. Get to searching. He must still be around here somewhere.
Do you think there's a route where we just play Danganronpa? Like everybody murders each other and has class trials? Yeah, we were just going to before you interrupted.
To think he'd use the power outage to escape and roam free again. What a pickle. You should have killed him when you had the chance, Sumino. This is where your mercy has gotten you.
Well, maybe if we see him again, we'll get another choice, whether to mercify him or kill him again.
You said Ato wants to, like, destroy all of humanity, right? We can't let someone like that run around on his own.
Tsubasa. What was Ato thinking? Even if he got away from the school, there's nowhere out there for him to go. Takemaru.
Darn it! If he really got out of his cage 2 days ago, he could be anywhere by now.
Again, unless he took a fire extinguisher, there's not very far he could have gone. That Ato's got some nerve trying to escape from us. We'll see how smart he is after I give him my patented Mojiro Brain Buster. You know where he is? He's probably hiding under my bed again with his goofy little smile. Hiruko. Ato has become quite a problem for all of us. What do you propose we do now, team leader? Nigo.
Wow!
I love that. Wow! Mr. Outsuki must have taken advantage of the blackout a few days ago. The equipment that disrupts Hemo Anima would have stopped functioning, giving him the opportunity to escape. Nozomi.
A direct impact to the heart can activate Hemo Anima without an infuser? Who'd be crazy enough to even try that?
I wonder if that'll be important later. Like, we'll have to do that at some point, risk our life. You should have killed Ato when you had the chance. What was the point of keeping him alive if he wasn't going to be useful anyway? Shoma.
Ato balled up some blankets and things to make it look like he was still in bed. It was all a trick so he wouldn't notice he'd escaped.
Yugamu. If Ato escaping is causing this much of a panic, he must really be as bad as you say. Oh, hey, you know, maybe the reason we haven't seen Ima is that Ato killed Ima. Maybe we're gonna go and find Ima as like a little mummy in his room, and he'll be like, thank you, Ato. You can't be all bad. That'd be nice. I mean, I'd feel bad that we lost another student, but maybe that's possible, right? Let's talk to Sirei. Sirei, you don't have any idea where Ato could have gone?
Beats me. I've been shut up in the infirmary the whole time. I can tell you one thing, though. One of the fire extinguishers in the entrance hall has been replaced with a dummy replica.
Oh,
A replica? Must have come from the Gift-O-Matic. It's only paper mache, but at a glance, it's surprisingly convincing. I can only assume Aotsuki put it there himself and made off with the real one.
That would mean he's no longer on school grounds.
I know I wouldn't want to stick around if I was in his shoes. Not much point escaping if you're just gonna be locked up again.
Well, at least we know he's not lurking around here somewhere.
Well, he still might have killed Ato on the way out. Can we hope? Can a man dream that Ato is dead?
Don't let your guard down. He could come back and kill you in your sleep anytime. His defect has given him a deep-seated hatred of humanity. He's not about to change his ways so easily.
Can we designate him an invader so if he shows up, it'll set off the alarm? Well, that's just great. Well, we've already known because we already, Siray erased his DNA, whatever, from the Revive-O-Matic database. So yeah, he should be an invader if he shows up again. Well, that's just great. All of the wild cards to have on the loose.
Hey.
But I
can't read tonight.
Bet you wish you'd listened when I told you to kill him, huh?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't our captive commander escape in your timeline, Takumi?
Hey!
Yeah, it turned out Ato let her go. And she didn't just escape. She kidnapped Ima and took him with her, yes. Isn't there a chance that the same thing happened this time? Gotta do another emo rescue mission? What? Out of all of us, Kako looked the most disturbed by this idea. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Ima for a couple of days now. I'll go check on him. He's not in his room. I went to see him before breakfast. I wanted to talk to him about something. The door to his room was open, but there was nobody inside. You don't think?
That crazy jerk took off with him!
Imo was kidnapped again by Ato this time? Then what are we waiting for? We have to go rescue him now.
But we don't even know where they are.
If you won't save my dear brother, I will. I'll go by myself if I have to. You can't do that. It's too dangerous. I have to. If anything happens to him, Kako. I said so many things, mean things to him, and I still haven't apologized. Wait, hang on, what's this? I see a thing that a TTS happened, but I didn't hear the TTS. Dagger, I see like on my little box here that you did a TTS saying oopsie for 10 bits. So thank you for the 10 bits. I'm sorry that it didn't TTS. So thank you. I'll read a couple comments in the chat, even though I am at high risk of catching up since, like I said, everybody's watching the Grammys. But thank you very much, Dagger, for the 10 bits. I'll take a look at YouTube chat first this time. Let's see. Blaziken said, sorry if I'm a bit quiet and slow to respond to the conversation, Dermo. I fell really hard on my right hip, and even now my hip hurts, even though I'm laid down perfectly flat. I am so sorry, Blaziken. Like, make sure you're being careful, and I hope your hip is okay. Sveta says, man, Kako killing Veshness was rad. Derma said, Blaziken, no problem. My knee is still reeling after surgery, so I know the pain. Blaziken said, knee surgery sucks. I hope you don't smoke or use tobacco or nicotine products, though, because that slows the healing process significantly. Derma said, Blaziken, I'm fully sober. Knee surgery sucks, but I was dislocating my knee bi-yearly before, which is worst pain I have known, and that includes post-surgery. Sveta says, oh no! Who could have seen it coming? I assume you mean Ato escaping, not the knee surgery. I am really quickly, if you guys don't mind waiting for a second, gonna check to make sure that my that the TTS bot isn't down, because it should be Streamlabs. Oh, looks like Streamlabs still said it in the chat. I just gotta make sure that Streamlabs like isn't down or something. So give me just a quick minute here. Cloudbot is up. TTS bits are enabled. I'm just gonna try turning Cloudbot off and back on again. So give me just a quick second here, and hopefully that'll fix it. I'm sorry, Dagger. Hopefully I just didn't hear it. Wait, and it's... There we go. Okay. I hope that took care of it, so thank you very much. And over on YouTube, Quiggity says, I already read that. Quickita says, I'm using the power of Twitch Rewind real quick to clip the baton moment. Okay, let me take a look at this so I can see just how obvious it was to the rest of you and not to me. So Quickita has a clip showing what that image looked like so I can see the Sirei hands, apparently. Let me load this up with the clip viewer so we can all see this together. This is when we got electrocuted.
What's going on?
Oh. Oh, that's a hand! Yeah, I think I thought that...
say that. I want to guess Sirei.
I thought that was, I'll do this here. This right here. I thought that was part of the baton. So that is, it's either Sirei or Nigo, because that could be the end of Nigo's flipper. So it is one of the two of them. I mean, Nigo seemed to realize something that happened, so I'm gonna guess him. But he also might just be like aware of what Sirei is doing because he's his henchman, his goon, if you will. So thank you, Queen Katie, and who else was it? Was it also Dagger who noticed that? So I'm sorry, I don't notice things. Quickita said, gonna nap chips. These cages lock your hemo animal away. You basically become pure human in the cages. Normal guy, I think. And then a Miss Vero command. Pipit, how you doing, Pipit? As you can see, I'm not very far behind in chat today. Pipit said I was able to get max bond level 5 if I'm not mistaken, with Ato. Right before he escaped, we hung out with him twice. So I was one gift away from doing one bond level with him. In fact, I tried to do that right before he escaped. I'm like, it won't let me give a gift to Ato. I thought it was because he was asleep. Because I clicked on his body and we zoomed in, we could see his head. So good on you for that. I did not succeed. All right. He's always protected me and I haven't done anything to repay him. I know he can be intense and a little goofy sometimes, but he's my dear brother. He's the most important person in the world to me.
So if he's in danger, I have to do something about it. Isn't that what we're doing here? Protecting the people who matter most to us?
Forgive me for interrupting. I just want to remind you, Ima is awful. Ima, he is the worst. Carry on. What is it? Can't you see we're having a moment here? I know, but, well, look over there. Oh, I thought we were going to see his body floating down the river or something. Oh, sorry, I couldn't find a good moment to butt in. Huh? Brother dearest? Hey, sister dearest. Is it me or has it been a while? Where have you been? We thought you went missing. Maybe you just got sick. You weren't in your room and I haven't seen you in days. I've been outside mostly, outside the school, but still inside the wall. Huh? What have you been doing out there? Thinking, mostly. It's always been my mission in life to keep my dear sister safe, but I realize now that I've been too dependent on her too. What? I wanted some time alone to really think about this, to find myself, if you will. I even camped out at night. I didn't want any interruptions. You were right outside this whole time? That's right, and I came to a very important conclusion. It seems to me if you really care about someone, you have to be prepared for them to change and grow as a person. Now that I've realized that, I think I can be a better brother to you than ever. Brother dearest. Anyway, I was just getting hungry when I found you all here. And what a commotion! I never expected to come back to this kind of reaction. I've been worried sick about you. You could have at least told someone where you were going. Oh, but I did. I believe my exact words were, I want to be alone for a while. Let everyone know I'm going to be camping outside for a few days. Who'd you tell that to? Who exactly did you tell that to? Was it Ato?
Aha!
Nigo, of course. What? Huh? Oh my goodness, you did! I completely forgot! What, for real? Truth is, I actually remembered it about halfway through your discussion, but I couldn't find a good time to bring it up. I thought perhaps I should just stay quiet and hope it'd work out. I'm so sorry.
You've been shockingly useless in the past, but this really takes the cake. You're not even any good as a message board. Personally, I'm glad Nigo forgot. I might never have heard your honest, unfiltered feelings about me otherwise.
What? How long were you listening?
From around when the theory of me getting kidnapped came up.
So he basically heard everything.
When you said I was the most important person in the world to you, it was all I could do to stop myself from bursting into tears of joy. And your determination to rescue me shows just how much you've grown since we got here.
I guess.
See, Kako, I told you complete honesty was the way to go. This isn't exactly what I had in mind, but you still managed to make up with Ema, right?
Yeah.
This works out great for me, too. It's been hard being apart from you for so long. That said, things are going to be different from now on. We're going to have a much more equal relationship. I'm done being overprotective and over-reliant on you, sister dearest.
Brother dearest.
Call each other by your names, you weirdos.
You should stop calling me that, too. Thank you. I may be your older brother, but we were born at the same time. Let's just call each other by our names, okay, Kako?
Right, let's do that, Ema.
I like the interesting reversal here that in the previous timeline, it was Kako who requested it, but it was Ema in this one. Like, they came to the same conclusion, but we're seeing, like, two sides of growth here. It's nice. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat. Queen Katie says, captions, got to do another email rescue mission. Queen Katie said, did the TTS alert even show up? I was gonna say, that's so weird. Yeah, I hope it's not, like, completely broken. I kind of want to, I'm gonna try and do, crap. I'm just gonna try and do a command. Oh, no, hang on. Quick, I did a quote command, so Streamlabs is still up. Huh. Dagger says, yeah, laughing TTS broke. I'm not watching Grammys. I don't even know what this is. Thank you, Dagger. Grammys, it's an award show for the music industry. So it's like the Oscars are for movies, Emmys are for TV, the Grammys are for music. But I'm not cool enough to watch a music show. Over on YouTube, Blaziken said, oh no, that blows. I got hit by a forklift at a factory I used to work at, obliterated my ACL, and it cost me a bunch of headache and pain, so I know how you feel with that. You never realize how much you truly use your knee until something happens and you can't use it. Derma says, man, that sucks. Well, stream's a nice distraction at least. Wait, did Ato make a fake head? I think what it was is that when we saw him, when we zoomed in, that really was him, because I'm gonna guess that the power went out when we got electrocuted, that somehow that like drained the power and it was out for like a few minutes. That's my guess. I could be wrong. Or it happened shortly after that while we were unconscious. And so that probably was Ato sleeping, and then woke up and realized like, hey, now's my chance. Derma says, I fear what some fans would do with a fake Ato head. You know what they would do. They'd feed it. They'd give it like scoops of pudding, porridge, and cream of wheat. And then they'd perform lewd acts on it.
All right, what genius decided to smoke jerky out here? That stuff's murder on my sinuses.
For such a tough guy, you sure do cry a lot.
He's got a lot of emotion. He's got a big heart. I'm a little bit weirded out by how often we'll have people crying in this and they're biting their lower lip and you see a trickle of blood. Like, Protagonist does that too. We left Kako and Ema in the courtyard. After everything that had happened, they deserved a little privacy. And we feel a lot less urgent about finding Ato now. With nothing else much to do, we went back to our... Don't give me free time when Ato's on the loose. You better not, game. I'm glad the twins patched things up, but there's still one unsolved problem. Where did Ato go? What would he even do outside the school and with no infuser? Well, whatever he's planning, it's not gonna work. I'll do whatever it takes to stop him ruining things again. It won't turn out like it did before. I won't let him. Maybe he's gonna, because we can communicate with invaders. Maybe he's gonna try and find a base and like surrender, but that would risk getting killed. Maybe he's gonna try and ambush us the next time we do an expedition and kill one of us and take our infuser. I was getting pretty worked up and decided to stay in my room for a while and try to calm myself down. Before I knew it, night had fallen. Ding doring bing borng.
You never.
Oh, no, what was that? Oh, hang on. I thought that was normal stuff. What's the transcript?
You never know when the invaders might attack, so... Thunk!
Oh, what the? Okay, maybe it wasn't the baton. Maybe the school's electricity is powered by the undying flames, and using them in those missiles has reduced our power supply? The nighttime announcement cut off halfway through, and my room was plunged into darkness. Is that an attack? Is it an attack? Did the invaders cut the power? We should probably put someone on lookout, because if they attack us while the power's out, we won't have an alarm. But before I could do anything, click. Ah, the lights are back on. What was that just now?
This is an administrative announcement. The power cut just now was caused by a little experiment that got out of hand. There is no cause for alarm.
This has got to be related to Ava, right? Whatever he's doing to her. It can't be nice. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat though. Quiggit said, it's like a music award, I think. Pipit says, I think I heard the TTS, but it was very quiet. And Logan's voice was much louder. So maybe I just spoke over it. So maybe it's not broken. If that's the case, Dagger, again, I apologize very sincerely. And I still appreciate the 10 bits. I think I'm still really behind over on YouTube, so I'll read a couple comments over there. Let's see. Sveta says, Ato doing some cartoony shenanigans. Blaziken said, Logan, I'm here. I'm not a fan of award show personally. And for those who are here, thank you. And I didn't mean to say everybody was gone, but we do have quite a few people who seem to be gone watching the Grammys. We had multiple lurks earlier. They were gonna go watch the Grammys, and things like that, which is fine. If you're into music, you gotta do what you love. But I appreciate those who are here, so thank you. I still appreciate those who even aren't. But, you know, I appreciate all of y'all. Derma says, if it makes you feel better, the only people who know less about music than you are the people deciding who gets the awards. It's kind of the same way with the Oscars. I remember reading this article one time about someone who was one of the people that votes for the Academy Awards, and it was just very disillusioning about the Oscars. But anyway, let's, oh, hang on, I gotta click a thing over here. Play a bit more. I'm also almost caught up on Twitch. I can see 3 messages before I'm fully caught up, and we're only halfway through the stream.
Actually, the heaters in some of your rooms might be out for the rest of the night. Nigo will tell you all about it in the morning. In the meantime, be sure to wrap up warm.
Somebody's gonna have caught a cold in the morning, right?
That is all. Good night, troops.
It's gonna be people who complain about a lot. It's gonna be like Gaku and Tsubasa. A power cut? Another one? And just what kind of experiment could cause something like that? It does feel a little colder in here than usual. Just in case, I put an extra blanket on my bed before I went to sleep that night. Another Karwa dream? We just barely had one. Do we have to go through this whole dream again? This is where she was really upset because they had planned a date to go to a movie, and he forgot what day it was or something and didn't show up, so he bought her 7 Happy Meals or something.
Come on, Kato.
Yeah, speak to me.
I was
really looking forward to the movie.
I'm sorry.
Thought it was tomorrow.
You gotta believe me.
Feels
really
terrible.
want to make this right?
Yeah, and she made him apologize by saying, I will always protect you, and that made her happy.
Of course I do.
Aren't
you overdoing it?
I'm not.
Eating to fill emotional void.
I mean, we
Planned this, he had flakes out, and he forgot, and he messed up, and he apologized.
Well,
Sorry, we've just already
I
seen this, and it was a
forgive
long
you.
cutscene. If
Right
you say
here?
the thing, and say it.
Oh, okay. Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Katawa. No matter what.
And that is sweet, but I don't know how these two can have that kind of relationship. We're saying these types of things to each other, and not be boyfriend and girlfriend. Who is really has that level of intimacy with a friend of the opposite sex? It's I'll protect you no matter what. That's
thanks.
romantic dedication.
Okay, I forgive you. We're good.
Then she gives him half the burgers.
Now don't just stand there looking at me with the...
You mean all of this is...
Of course! Just try not to forget when we make plans, okay? It really did make me feel terrible.
I wonder if there's another level here to... that's right, we saw this right before we went to Second to Last Defense Academy, and this was foreshadowing that she forgot that she had amnesia. And we kind of forgot something as well, talking to the prisoner, but that's not as big of a deal. I wonder if this is foreshadowing something else.
Put yourself in my shoes. How would you feel if I forgot about you? If I lost my memory and forgot everything.
Huh?
If I forgot about you. If, the next time we met, I treated you like a stranger. What would you do then?
What are you getting at, Katawa?
Oh, nothing. I'm just kidding around.
She could see the future. Crazy. Foreshadow lady. All right, day 25. So in the original timeline, we were only just now reaching second to last Defense Academy.
Get ready! Prepare to be ready to give your...
Okay. You know what? Even though we're only halfway through the stream, I'm going to make the bold move of fully catching up to Twitch chat this early. Let's see. I gotta scroll. Dagger says, oh, well, I don't really care about it, but you will not catch me anywhere during Eurovision. Okay, what is Eurovision? I wasn't that like a TV show, or was that the TV show named after something else? It's like European music or something. I don't know. Pipit says, I almost just gave gifts to Ato. Wanted to make sure to befriend the psycho. I mean, I checked on him every day when we could. He's always like, hey, you're looking really ugly today, Takumi. I thought we'd have more time with him. I didn't know he was gonna run away from home. And Queen Gator says, Lurk, doing more work on secret art. And they're 1 hour, 31 minutes, 31 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night on Twitch, much earlier than usual. I should make sure to never again do a stream on an award show night. Over on YouTube, let's see. I gotta scroll up. Blaziken said, oh yeah, Logan, nothing about professional wrestling is forever. Ric Flair has had several dozen retirement matches, and even to this day is teasing a return to the ring. He's gotta be like 60 by now. How could you still do, I mean, if he wants to like come,
Eurovision is a music competition that makes all of Europeans hate each other even more.
Is it like competitive between the countries? Like, here's our best musician, here's your best. You know what it probably is? They put all the musicians like in two pairs up on a stage in front of a bunch of aliens, and then when they're on this alien stage, they then vote the winner and then they kill the loser. I bet that's what happens on that alien stage. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Dagger. Thank you. And yeah, Blaziken, the one thing that always gets me about pro wrestling, because I mentioned before, I went through like a phase for that when I was a lot younger. And I just remember, like, even as a kid, I always thought it was weird that you'd have like a good guy would turn heel or something, or a heel would turn face. Like, good guy would turn bad guy would turn good. And I feel like it was much easier for a good guy to turn bad, because like, he was just lying the whole time, he's really a bad guy. But anytime the bad guy would turn good, then suddenly they were just like so wholesome. Before they're like, let's like break their legs and kill their puppy and stuff. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey kids, take your vitamins. It's like, that doesn't really feel that like a natural switch over there. But thank you very much for the letting me know about Ric Flair apparently coming back. Again, if he wanted to come back as like a manager or something, or like a commentator, that makes sense. But again, the dude's gotta be in his 60s at least by now. Blaziken said, also, Kane is played by Glenn Jacobs, the current mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh, I knew at some point he was running for something. I didn't know what office it was or where. Blaziken said, also, Dermo, I feel that's the way it is with most award shows. The Game Awards is more commercials than awards, and it's ridiculous, honestly. It kind of is. I'm not a big fan of award shows anymore, but then I feel like I'm just bitter and disillusioned or something. All right, let's play a bit more of the game, and then I'll be back to the chat. As I said, I am caught up fully early, but I will consider myself being caught up rather than catching up again if I do. I dreamed about Karuwa again. I shouldn't let it bother me. It really was cold last night. Feels like the heat's back on now, though. Huh? I guess I'll go to the cafeteria like normal. Okay, is that cold gonna be important for the story? It feels so oddly specific. The cafeteria was looking a lot less busy than usual. There were only 2 other people there, along with Surey and Nigo, but I don't consider them people. Hey, good to see you, team leader. I knew you wouldn't let us down.
I told you that old thing was a bunch of bull. I mean, this is the team leader we're talking about.
Why are they hyping me up so much? Sumino may be your leader and a time traveler, but that doesn't necessarily exclude him. What are you guys talking about?
Everyone apart from you three is laid up with a bad cold.
Okay, so they all got sick because of how cold it was.
A cold? You know what they say about people who don't catch colds, right? Or wasn't that a thing in your part of the complex? I don't know.
It was a thing, all right. Idiots never catch colds. And they're trying to put me in that category? I've never heard that. Idiots never catch colds. So we're gonna have like a fight and it's just gonna be the three of us to make it more challenging. Although, with this lineup, I can hardly blame them for coming to that conclusion. Oh, Nozomi's still okay.
Good morning. Wow, there's not a lot of us here today. Just us idiots, huh?
Nozomi, am I glad to see you?
Why? Did something happen?
No, not exactly. It's more like your being here helps to prove a point.
Yeah, if Kira Fuji's okay, I guess it's not 100% accurate.
Where's everyone else?
Apparently, they're taking a sick day.
Judging by their symptoms, it's nothing more serious than a common cold. I mean, it's a disease that mutates and evolves so rapidly that humanity has never found a cure for it, but uncommon cold doesn't roll off the tongue so easily. And at any rate, they're probably not in any serious danger.
I don't like the sound of that, probably. This is because of that power outage, right? It was really cold last night.
Don't we have any cold medicine here they can use? I low-key kind of hate, not even low-key, I flat out hate the fact that this second route, I feel like we shouldn't be dealing with stupid stuff like this. It should just be like big, important story stuff rather than, oh, it was cold, they all got sick. We're probably gonna have to go around crafting medicine now. Colds are caused by viruses, you see, which require specific targeted treatments. And since you're the first humans to inhabit this region in hundreds of years, we have next to no data on whatever viruses exist here.
That ain't no excuse. It'll be your fault if we gotta fight the next battle with just the four of us.
Heck, you're right, I'm so sorry.
If you don't want to wait for the others to recover on their own, you could just develop some new antiviral drugs yourselves.
Really? But how would we do that? We use the biolab, of course. It's got equipment to deal with just such a situation as this. With that, we could whip up something to cure any infection.
That sounds good, but how would it work exactly?
First, you'll have to venture outside and collect the proper ingredients. Once you have what we need, the machines and I will do the rest. I must warn you, though, I'm no expert, so I might get it wrong on my first try.
You better not.
I'm sorry, I'll do my best, I assure you.
Sounds like we've got it all figured out. I've got other things I need to attend to, so I'll leave this matter in your hands. You know, I'll let you know what I've been doing with the prisoner. This is great. I carved out the inside of her head, gonna insert myself. She's gonna be my mech suit. I got a meat mech.
Do those other things involve the prisoner? Why are you trying so hard to save her anyway?
Just wait and see. If the treatment goes well, it'll be good news for all of us.
Great, that doesn't sound suspicious at all. We can trust Saray to handle the prisoner. That way, we can focus on the medicine.
Well, I guess. If you really want to fix everyone's colds quickly, you'll probably want to do it within the next 3 days. My little experiment should be finished by then, too.
3 days? Okay, that sounds doable.
We should get started right now since we'll want to cure everyone before the next attack.
Good idea. The sooner we get this done, the better. We finished up our breakfast and made our way to the entrance hall. Crap, now we're gonna do exploration. It's better than free time, I suppose. Oh! I will read some chat in just a moment. Thank you very much for the Tomcat. Queen says, you're, in all caps, you're so foul for that, Logan. You're lucky Crystal and Nora are not here. I am just lucky that we don't have anybody in the chat who would ever blab to them. No one's gonna snitch to them, right? Dagger says, oh, it's my pet peeve with routes here. Too many side quests. Okay, it's just that there's so much stuff that feels like filler. It really feels like they liked the zing, the zazz of saying 100 days, but didn't have enough content to fill it. And it would be one thing if all the side quests were like really, really fun. Like back when we were playing Yakuza 0, like most of our time was spent on side quests because it was so much more fun than the main route. But this is like, we need cold medicine. Go do this grinding thing that you've done 1 billion times for cold medicine, you know? Quickita says, oh, Logan, this is gonna be an exploration I highly suggest saving either before or after the exploration. Nigo's not kidding. If he fails the medicine process, you'll have to redo the exploration again. Well, you say if, like, so is it RNG? Okay, I will save and we will scum this save, I guess. And what are the odds? Like, is it? Well, okay, thank you, Queen Katie, thank you. Queen says, yup, RNG, it can fail. Crap! I mean, I guess it would be good to be able to explore more and get more materials, but I don't want to put you guys through that. So thank you, Queen Katie. Is everybody ready? In that case, allow me to go over the medicine making process one more time. The ingredients I'll need to make the special medicine are special grade medicinal herbs, energy drinks, and supplements. It might be difficult to gather them all in one day, so just go at your own pace.
Seriously, we're racing against time here. We'll go as fast as we can.
Yeah, we need to help our friends get better. Okay then, bon voyage. That's French for bon voyage. I'll be in the biolab waiting on the edge of my seat for your return. And because I'm tiny, that's the only way I can sit.
I hope you fall!
Well, that was unnecessary. Oh, if only Vera was here to enjoy that Gaku moment. Making special medicine. You'll be exploring to find the ingredients for the special medicine. Going back to the school or your party getting wiped out will result in the mission automatically ending. If you're able to visit all of the locations while exploring, you'll increase your chances of successfully creating the medicine. You have 3 days to finish. Even though failing won't impede your progress, try to finish exploring within the given time frame. Oh, it's right there. Failing won't impede your progress. Like saying, this doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of the story. All right, we're gonna save like Queen Katie said. We'll even stagger our save when we come back in a bit. So, talk to everybody.
We should get started right now since we'll want to cure everyone before the next attack. Gotta make sure those guys thank us later.
We'll go as fast as we can.
I should have spent more like, my last free time, I should have invested more points in upgrading Takemaru like I did with Tsubasa. Then he'd be more useful. If you collect the proper ingredients, the machine and I will do the rest. All right, let's get going here. Begin exploration. Such thrilling gameplay today. Let me read some more comments over on YouTube. Dermo says, Blaziken, I did an essay on the bloody history of the music industry. Wild stuff. Oh, hang on, I gotta look at what we're doing. So that's where we gotta go to next. Yeah, Dermo says, wild stuff. Drug trafficking, money laundering, blackmail. It's pretty tied to crime syndicates. So yeah, I'm quite jaded on pop. Okay, Frank Sinatra and like the Brat Pack, didn't they like have mob ties way back in the days? That was like back in the 1940s or 50s? I actually don't know exactly when Frank Sinatra was. Sveta says, a serial killer escaped. Why are we having a goofy misunderstanding moment? Well, that was quick. We have the twins' progress during the previous route when on day 53. Well, I mean, everything in this route does feel faster. Mainly because we got time travel that gave us a jump start. So yes. Okay, no, we don't want to skip the exploration because I need loot, but we don't want to do fights. I don't want to do fights. So hang on. So which direction we got to go? We got to get to. That's where we're headed to. So the best way to go. Oh no, then we hit a. That's a very long route up that way. Let's just cut directly across and then see where we're at there when we arrive. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. We got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You look up and see a shooting star. As you make a wish, it may come true. Wish for better materials. Chances of finding materials plus 10%. Yay. Yay. Let's take 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's take 2. 1, 2. Let's take, I mean, the yellow ones are probably better materials, but it is risky. We gotta get 3 sets of materials, so we should probably pace ourselves. So we're just gonna do 2 first and go this way. Continue exploration. I will go, let's see what's that. I also got to pay more attention to what icons we land on, since we have so many gears, and that's what we're getting here. See an old grand piano abandoned by the roadside. A strange noise is coming from it. How could it be? No one's playing. Look inside. Radio cassette player.
Yes!
Wachoo! Radio cassette player. And yeah, we'll do 2. And undying flames are dying. And 3. 1, 2, 3. Move on to the next area. Okay, so that wasn't even what we're... Okay, there's our first prize. And, oh, they're all in this area. And there's a second prize? And where's the third? And the third is way up there. Okay, so we can plan out our route here. And here we definitely... Oh, crap, that's a lot of stuff. So we will definitely try and, like, get materials. So if we go like there, we can even make a quick detour and get that treasure chest. And... Crap, so many treasure chests, but there's so many detours. So many temptations. And then, yeah, go down that way. And there's another treasure chest. And then that's a really dangerous area. Lots of purple. What if we go back up that way, though? Like, when we get that treasure chest, come back down, we just zigzag that way. And... both have a long stretch of purple. You know, let's just go for it. We're probably gonna die. They're up in the difficulty on this, aren't they? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go up, right? I think that's what we decided. Yeah, want to go up. Continue exploration. 2, want to go up. 2, 2. You found a creepy straw effigy in some temple ruins. It exudes a discernibly malevolent aura. Burn it, kill it. No, that's not dangerous. Pluck it. Got straw doll.
We did it.
We did it. We did it. Let's do 3. It's a question mark. You find an abandoned research lab. There's plenty of bottled chemicals inside. Nozomi could probably mix them into a usable medicine. Use yellow chemicals, green chemicals, mix all the yellow, I think. Yellow. Ow! Why is yellow hurt? Yellow shouldn't hurt. Yellow should not hurt. Let's do the treasure chest. Let's do the treasure chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
Sunflower seed. And then 4 right back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, 2. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. You find some plants growing inside an empty house. Some of these might be useful. Take the large pumpkin. Large pumpkin.
Yes!
Bling! Large pumpkin. Yeah. And 2, so we land right on that. You got a special grade medicinal herbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's screws, though. We really don't want screws. Let's just do 1. You see a deer eating tree bark. It turns and fixes its big brown eyes on you. Offer it some food. Got tree bark.
We did it.
Bring. Yeah. We're getting a lot of grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go 6. We just gotta skip all these fighting spots. You find a large turnip on the ground. You might be able to use it for something if you dig it out. Yank it right out. Endurance 30 or more. I got large turnip.
Ooh, a little something for me.
Something for Gaku. Gaku loves the turnips. Do we risk going down there? There's like fighting stuff, but another treasure chest would be really nice. I think we should. We're gonna need those for like all the crafting stuff. Yeah. We did save right before, so we can always save scum if I really screw up and die. So let's go 3. And yeah, 1, 2, 3. You see something glimmering at the top of a tall tree. Is there any way to retrieve it? Shake the tree. Got glowing nut. Oh, man.
This one up.
I love it when we get nuts. 3? Yeah? 1, 2, 3. As long as the next isn't just 1 and 2. You find a lot of clovers. No! We got hurt by clovers. Pick regular clovers. Don't risk it with clovers. Clovers are deadly dangerous. Getting so much grass. 1, 2, 3.
I got a rare one here.
Aromatic grapes. Okay, we gotta go 4, otherwise we go into a fight. It's dangerous. You find a tree with strange black fruits growing on it. You've never seen fruit like this before. Eat some. No, just pick them. Don't eat them. No! 5! He's dying. He's dying so badly. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear the running water under some rocks. There may be a natural spring there. Will you clear away the rocks? Move the rocks very carefully. Oh, thank you! Recovered HP! Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so let's see. I mean, I guess we could try going up that way and back around. But no, because we don't want to go on that side, because there's like lots of purple. There's lots of purple there too, but like there's lots of purple fighting there. So again, I think we're gonna go down that way, get that, zip over there to the treasure chest, zip back up from whence we came, and then try and approach from that angle, and then we should be able to get all 3. And then we'll be done, yeah? Well, yeah, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You see a stone statue on the roadside. It has an odd, almost spiritual air about it. Destroy the statue. Small red crystal.
Look what I found.
You didn't find it in Nozomi. I found it in Nozomi. Stop trying to take credit for my doings. And, yeah, just 2. Find it back. Continue exploration. Okay, down that way. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4. We need to start picking up the pace of which direction we're going. Your path is blocked by thick clumps of bamboo grass. Cut the grass before proceeding. Got bamboo!
Yes!
Yes! 2. 2. You feel a sudden strong gust of wind. A piece of trash is flying toward. Dodge the trash! Ah, why? Why do you keep getting hurt, bro? You're supposed to be strong.
Something for me.
Okay, we gotta get rid of something. We have been getting a lot of grass that's only the 60s and 30s. We'll get rid of one of these 30s so we can get some cloth as well. Yes. And just 1. Got energy drink. Let's go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You find dilapidated old greenhouse. Lots of pumpkins are grown inside. Take a small pumpkin. No! Why are small pumpkins? Takemaru's gonna die and we haven't even done anything. But we just need to get to the 3rd thing. We're gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. Give me treasure.
I got a rare one here.
Yarn! Oh, that was so worth it. So worth the yarn. And just to double check once again, the plan is, because there's just too much dangerous purple there, this is a longer route, but there's less purple. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purples that way, whereas this way we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 purples. We're gonna play it safe. Play it very, very safe. I'm even gonna like avoid most spots. We already got like full inventory of crap. 3, 4, and 2, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3, and just 3 because we'll stop at there. Continue exploration. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess if we land on something regardless, let's land on the safer one. You find an abandoned research lab. Looks like they studied mineral ore. Grab some rocks, start flipping the switches, put an item into one of the machines. Grab some rocks. Normal stone.
Might as well take it.
Normal stone, yay. Again, we've been getting a ton of grass, so we will get rid of another one of these grasses to try and spread out. Actually, no, we could probably get rid of our radio cassette player because we have tons of screws. So let's do that. 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'll read some more chat soon in just a second here, by the way. You find an old cabin made of scrap and driftwood. Some of it might be useful as crafting materials. Take a piece from the outside. Got wood block!
Here,
Yay, wood block. And we will get rid of wood. Can I get rid of wood block? Yeah, I'll just get rid of wood block. Throw away wood block, yes, because that's just grass. 2, 1, 2. We're almost there, you guys. Various mushrooms are growing on a fallen tree. Some of them might be useful. Pick the poisonous looking purple ones. Got purple mushroom.
I picked this one up.
Purple mushroom. We're gonna keep the purple mushroom instead of our clover. Or no, instead of tree bark. 4, yes! Oh my goodness, we're gonna make it. A large foul-smelling flower blocks your path. Maybe it's a rare material. Skillfully pick the flower. Got Mega Rafflesia.
Might as well take it.
Oh, 90. Nice, 90. See. Yeah, we are once again, now we get rid of the clover because, yeah, we're getting a lot of grass. And I guess might as well stop one more time. Because then the journey is ended once we hit the flag, right? So even if Takemaru dies, we're fine. You find a plushie abandoned on the roadside. Looks like an invader. Sure, it's creepy. Pick it up. What? We lost our large pumpkin. How?
We did it.
It's not worth it. And 2. You got supplements? Okay, we just need to save scum like Queen Katie said. I hope it'll give us like a moment before the RNG.
That's all the ingredients. Let's go get these to Nico.
Although it might behoove me to do more of these explorations, so maybe, I don't know. After gathering all the materials, we returned to campus and headed to the biolab where Nigo was waiting for us. And we also get a plus 10%, I believe, right? On everything. This should make crafting a little bit easier. Yay! And I will read some chat. Baku says, what's up? I am back once again. Welcome back, Baku! Oh, can I save? I can save here, right? Yes, we will save. We will, as I said before, stagger our saves. We're gonna save right there. Baku says, are you Robo because you are Logan, or are you Logan because you're Robo? I'm Robo because I'm Logan. That is the real answer. And Baku with a hydrate. Thank you very much for the hydrate, Baku. Vero says, hello, friends. Took a nap. Vero, so good to see you. You're a cool friend for being here. A few of, well, the friends who aren't here are still cool, but some of our friends are watching the Grammys. How you doing, Vero? Pip-Pit says, just get in a bottle and let Nozomi heal everyone. Why not? Why not? Baku says, haha, Logan said that number unintentionally. I did? Aw, Quia says, Vero, finally, we have a mod. And Vera said, laughing, hi. Yeah, look, Vera, see, I'm still caught up to chat. I've been staying caught up with chat because it's sleepy. Let me take a look over to YouTube chat. Let's see. Dermo says, oh yeah, I'm sure they'd read the Ato head. They read the Ato head something, all right? They read the Ato head? I'm sure I'm not reading that correctly. I'm sorry. Sveta says, quote, did the invaders cut the power? Invaders found a new way to attack us by cutting power and electricity. That would be effective. And then just kind of have a, what do you call it? When you have everybody outside and you cut off like all trade and power and supplies and everything. There's a word for it in war. Derma says, Twitch may be slow, but we can make up for that. Thank you, Dermo. And Derma says, Sveta, the siege tactic. How pragmatic. Sveta says, Karua, did you read the script? Sveta says, oh, hang on, it just scrolled without me. I gotta scroll up. How high do I gotta scroll up? Sveta says, are those dreams happening on exact same days? So I think they are. I could be wrong, but I think they are the exact same days. Which I don't think that's the way it works in real life. Dreams aren't just something that's locked into your the calendar of fate. It's all based on what was going on in your brain when you go to sleep, which would change based on a different timeline, right? Derma says, Eurovision was a competition where each European country would perform. So I was kind of right. I just lacked the alien stage. Blaziken said, Ric Flair is in his 70s. Closer to his 80s. Wow, he's even older than I thought. But yeah, over on Twitch, Vero, how are you? Are you feeling all refreshed from your nap? Did you finish Monstrosity? Thank you for talking Transformers with me earlier. So Vero, let me catch up on what happened. Ato made a break for it. There was a power outage and he escaped and he put pillows and cushions under his bed to fake a honk shoe. Me. Oh, yes, me, not we. I was saying it wrong. That's how you knew it was fake snoring. And he escaped. Also, something bad happened to the prisoner. We don't know what. She's in the infirmary. Siray's not telling us. Also, we tried to talk to the prisoner about like, hey, can't we like just work something out with the invaders so we don't have to fight? And then either Nigo or Siray, we don't know. I suspect Nigo, shocked us with a cattle prod and knocked us out. But then we like lost our memory of it, and Protag is all like, oh, we can trust Siray. He's great. Good. Oh, sorry. It's not Siray. Sorry. Good job gathering up the ingredients. Now leave the rest to me. And Queen Katie said this is RNG, so we got to just hope that Nigo does this right. Yeah, we're counting on you.
Good luck with the wonder drug, Nico.
Don't you F this up. That's right. This scene warranted an F-bomb. This scene is rated M for mature.
Leave it to me. It's my time to shine. Or maybe rated T for teen if that's the only F-bomb. Okay, here goes nothing. Let the drug making commence. Come on, Jesse, let's cook. Hang on, I gotta try and say it like Walter White. Jesse, let's cook. Did I sound like Walter White? Special medicine roulette. A roulette will decide whether or not the special medicine is completed. Spin and stop the wheel by pressing X. I had to make sure it's on controller. Okay, so it's not Nigo. It's up to me. It's not entirely RNG. There is some skill. Crap, that's a lot of fails compared to success. If you complete the special medicine, the story will progress. If you fail, you can try exploring again. So long as you're within the time limit, you can increase the chances of a successful roulette spin by completing explorations. How fast is this gonna go? All right, wish me luck, chat. Oh crap, it slows? Don't slow! Oh, we got success. I thought I was like stopping it right on that. Hey, hooray! We've done it! One batch of special issue super targeted cold medicine ready to go. Phew, we actually managed it.
Now we just gotta give it to the others.
Let's split up. We get it done faster that way. Sheesh, this is so much work. They better appreciate everything we're doing for them.
Oh, you also, Vero, you missed Gaku being unnecessarily mean to Nigo. Nigo is like, while we were leaving, Nigo was like, I'll be sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for your return. And Gaku goes, I hope you fall! So mean. Oh, I gotta read some more in the chat though. Vera said, nope, haven't even touched it, laughing. I gotta eventually, but I was like, no, I don't wanna. And I took a nap out of spite. I know that feeling with some of those things. Baku says, Femboy ate to escape? Yeah, he's just gone. He's out there. He took a fire extinguisher and replaced it with a paper mache one that tricked us. He's gone. And we thought for a minute that he had taken Ima, but no, Ima was just camping. Just out by himself. But now Ima and Kako, much like in the main timeline, are referring to each other by names again. Crystal says, hey friends, how you doing? Crystal says, the F you mean Ato escaped? He escaped. There was a power outage and he escaped. He's just gone. He's in the wind now. He apparently figured out that you can activate your hemo anima without an infuser by just like attacking your own heart directly. And so he risked his life and did that. Supposedly, unless someone snuck him an infuser, if we have another traitor. And yeah, he's got, I don't know what he's planning on doing because the Revive-O-Matic can't work on him anymore. Plus he's outside the school where it's beyond the bounds of it. And so yeah, I don't know. I assume he's gonna try and find the invaders and give them intel about us. Quiggity says, Crystal! Crystal said, oh wow, I have a gift sub badge. Ooh, you do. It's a little purple present. I need to check. I think I might be able to activate like a gift sub discount sometime this week. I'm not sure. I will see if I can. Maybe when we do dispatch on Tuesday. Taco says, hey y'all, welcome back, Taco! Quiggity says, huzzah! Vera says, Ato escaped? He did. He's gone. I mean, we should have known. It's the type of thing you would do. Over on YouTube, Derma says, nowadays, half the countries aren't European, the music isn't really representative of the country's musical culture, and the voting is busted. It's lost all point. Europe has so many incredibly rich musical cultures, you won't find that there. Frank Sinatra, parentheses, anyone popular then, was only popular if the mob wanted them to be, as they controlled the venues and jukeboxes, which were just a way to launder money? I just thought he was a jerk who liked the mob. I'm learning stuff, so thank you, Dermo. I am more culturally enriched now.
Sheesh, this is so much work. They better appreciate everything we're doing for them.
I'm sure they will. Come on, let's go. We distributed the medicine to our sick allies. Oh, and that's the other thing, Vera. The power went out again a second time during the night and knocked out the heat, and so most of the kids got sick. They got colds. So we had to go and get cold medicine. It's just filler. Sometime later, ... So we invented the cure for the common cold. As you do. Day 26. Day 20. Oh, we just skip over the days. So honestly, what would have been smart would be to fail each time and just keep doing explorations to collect materials, but I don't wanna. Everyone was feeling better, and we all got together in the cafeteria. Thanks again, guys. It's been a while since I had a cold that bad. That medicine you gave us really did the trick. I'm very grateful.
You better be. Getting all that stuff wasn't easy. Takemaru almost died.
It's a good thing some of us weren't affected. What is it they say about people who don't catch colds again? Oh yeah, and Vera, that's the other thing. Apparently there's a saying in Japan that only idiots don't catch colds. That old saying's a load of bull. If it was true, Nozomi would have gotten sick too.
I wish you wouldn't keep using me as a point of evidence.
It means they think you're smart, Nozomi. At any rate, I'm glad you're all better now. And the best way to show your gratitude is to work even harder to keep this school safe. All right, let's all do our best. As we were talking, one figure broke off from the group to approach me. Takumi? I'm gonna read some more comments in the chat just because I miss y'all, and I'm just happy that we got people back here now. Oh, hang on, we got a pin message. Logan, I think our bot caught a cold. Oh crap, is Streamlabs bot out again? Hang on. Oh, yep. It got conked out. Hang on. All right, try it now. Or I can try it now. Here, I'll do schedule, even though it's gonna be outdated. Hey, there we go. Thank you very much, Queen Katie. And I'm assuming that's either Vero or Crystal who pinned the message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was going to read a couple of quick comments, but actually I just realized there's no music here. So I'll wait till we get some background music, then I'll read some comments in the chat. But I'm so happy that that people are filtering back in. Maybe the Grammys are over. Maybe the Grammys, people just decided the Grammys suck. I don't know. Takumi? What is it, Kako? Thank you for the medicine, but also while I was sick, I had a vision. Ooh, magic.
Huh?
What? Sometime in the future, Gaku will be placed in grave danger. What? Wait, what? Pharaoh, your boy! Huh?
The Grammys are over.
Like permanently, forever? They decided no more Grammys. We just don't like them. But they'll be replaced with the Kilo Grammys. It's like 1,000 times more Grammys. But thank you very much, Baku, for the 10 bits and for the explanations. So that's why suddenly our lurkers doubled in size. Makes sense. Thank you. Okay, so apparently Vero's boy is gonna be in danger. Sometime in the future, Gaku will be placed in grave danger. What? Gaku? If we lose him, the path to the truth will be forever close to us. They better not do something where it's gonna be like we had to choose to save somebody or not last time. And I just said earlier today, my two favorites I think I've decided officially are definitely Shoma and Kurara. It was like Gaku and Shoma and Kurara, and I can only save one. I'm gonna be so upset. Or if I just have to choose one of the three to die or something like that, I'm gonna be so upset. I don't want one of my favorites to die. If we lose him, the path to the truth will be forever close to us. Please bear that in mind. If you want to know the truth, Gaku has to survive. No matter how much of a sleazeball perv he may be, if we lose him, we'll never find the truth. Ouch. I don't think you need to go that hard on him. All right, so apparently, Vera, we have to protect Gaku at all costs. That's all I could get from this vision. I thought you should know about it. Honestly, I hope this one doesn't come true. Phew. Kako wandered away, still looking a little uneasy. That prophecy had put a bit of a damper on the mood. I returned to my room to think things over for a while. Saving day 20. Maybe it just won't come true. Ding dong bing bong. How many? So we've done like, what, 6 days today? Granted, 2 of them just skipped.
A transfer
What?
student will be joining us today.
Hang on, I gotta check the transcript. It said, oh, and I have another announcement to make.
Get ready for your 28th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Oh, and I have another announcement to make.
Was I right that the whole operation was putting the bomb in the back of the head of Ava? Is she gonna be a student here? I hope we all gather in the classroom and they do the introduction in the front. So, wait, so is she not gonna be a prisoner anymore?
Brush your teeth, comb your hair, and come to the cafeteria looking your best to meet our new friend.
I had assumed that Sirei was gonna plant a bomb in her head just to keep her in line, but maybe he's gonna have that in her head so that she'll be free to roam the school, but she could also still activate her hemo anima, which the commanders do by just like cutting their necks, right? A transfer student? Does that mean we're getting a new team member? Did they send us someone from the artificial satellite or what? Only one way to find out. I should go to the cafeteria. Or maybe he found a way to bring Darumi or Kyoshka back to life. Or maybe Eito came back. I don't know. This whole thing's a little bit of bullcrap. But let's go find out. I'm guessing it's Ava. And she's just gonna be inexplicable. Like he'll have done something, probably plant the bomb in her head. And so like if she tries to activate her hemo anima, that'll still go off. At least something like that. And so that way she'll just be like hanging out with us outside of her cage. That'll be nice for Shoma, because then they can go back to his place for some hanky-panky.
It's been a few days now since Eito escaped. I wonder where he is now. It can't be easy surviving out there all on his own. You don't think he's come back, do you? That he's this transfer student Sirei mentioned?
That means it's definitely not Eito. Oh, hang on, I just noticed we got a pin message on Twitch. Sorry for not seeing this sooner. Written by Vero. A pin by Vero said, see, if Gaku's life is put on the line with a girl, I think you should save the girl, because that's what he would want for a cute girl to go on living. I think he would resent, he's like so resentful toward women sometimes. I mean, he wants like hot women. But like a girl surviving at the expense of his life. He's like, what rotten luck! How dare she survive? She should willingly sacrifice herself for myself, or something like that. I hope not, but maybe it'll be, so apparently Takemaru was important enough that he couldn't die. What other guys do we even have? Maybe Yugamu. Maybe we can kill Yugamu instead of Gaku. It's just one of the guys, you know? That's what I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna hope it's gonna be Yugamu. But thank you very much for the pin message. After everything that's happened, I can't believe he'd come back to our side that easily.
Well, I guess we'll find out once we get to the cafeteria. Pew!
All right, anybody else to talk to on the way down? Nobody here. Okay, and the courtyard. Can I look at the empty cage? The empty cages, both of them. Darumi got all excited the other... Darumi got all excited the other day when looking at this cage. She's the last person we should hand the key over to. Protagonist, she died like a week and a half ago in game. Protagonist, where do you think you are right now? Anyway, let's check out the other cage. Getting locked in one of these for days on end, I shudder to even think about it. Yeah, Protagonist has gone crazy. He is not well. Can we look? Okay, we don't see a profile picture for Ava. We also don't see one for Nigo, though. Let's head to the cafeteria.
Is everyone here?
No!
Ha! Ha! Just look at that burning anticipation in your eyes. I'm sweating up a storm here. Shut the heck up! That doofy voice of yours is giving me a migraine.
So, who's this transfer student wicketing? Don't tell me you dash. Oh, I'm being interrupted, but Logan's going to read some chat. Let's see. Queen says, huzzah! Oh, I read that. Crystal says, Takemaru, please don't die! Taco says, hello, Baku my goat. Queen said, yeah, there was a power outage. Eito used that to escape. Vera said, Nigo probably deserved it. Aw, Baku says, what's up, Taco my goat? I'm gonna play The Last of Us and get rage baited by clickers. Wish me luck. I've heard of clickers. Aren't they like zombies who make creepy noise or something? Crystal says, dispatch, let's go. Taco says, Baku, I'm not gay. I'm a straight white woman, non-binary lesbian. Which is dispatch even about? What is dispatch even about, bro? I think you're like a 911 dispatcher, but instead for like police, fire, and ambulances, it's for superheroes, right? Oh, pin message from Vero saying Darumi is coming back to life and we're playing it up like Itadori and JJK. Nice. So is she going to join it? Oh, and you know what? Jujutsu Kaisen this season is doing a culling game. It's perfect for her. She'll be so happy. Baku says, and I'm a straight white male /J. Queen with a timestamp, quote, that's where the bot died. Queen said, Logan, I think our bot caught a cold. Baku says, why aren't your commands working? Okay, so it should be back now. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Derma says, in a similar vein, because we're talking about music and the mob earlier, Coachella was just a way to sell drugs and record record contracts, a way to keep people in infinite debt? I'm starting to think the music industry might not be very wholesome. Taco says, I'm back, gays! I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's not the Grammys. Nice. Derma says, Taco, I'm still on the second part, need to finish it sometime. I'm still at the very beginning of part 4. Taco says, I'm on the 4th episode laughing. Bro, my online friend kind of got famous on TikTok for a whole, saying was made for him. What was the saying? Derma said, speaking of turnips, have you seen an original jack-o'-lantern, the turnip one? Oh, I've heard of that they used to be turnips. I've not seen one. Pumpkins were an Americanism of it. They're absolutely horrifying as opposed to pumpkins, which look goofy. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Jack-o'-lantern turnip. Oh! Oh, that is not nice looking. I mean, I hate to say it, it looks like a burn victim or something, maybe. I'm gonna show you guys the picture that just showed up by making use of the clip viewer to show this image. Please brace yourselves. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Look at that thing. Look at that. Now, if you scroll up, there were like more adorable ones at the top of the article. But that is, oh my gosh. Let's get that off the screen. That is not what I was expecting. So thank you for that. That will be in my nightmares. Yay. Wow. Let's play some game. I know I just barely looked at YouTube chat, but that already just makes me want to kind of forget about some things. So, who's this transfer student we're getting? Don't tell me you... Hey, no spoilers! Keep your theories to yourself.
Then hurry up and tell us already!
Oh, you're all so impatient. All right, have it your way, just like Burger King. Allow me to introduce the newest member of our Special Defense Unit.
If it is Ava, I hope she has like normal clothes instead of her weird armor now.
Come on in!
As at Siray's signal, the door opened and Nigo entered, leading the transfer student by the hand. Here she is! Oh, I'm kind of spoiling it by saying she. Oh,
I'm
she
pleased to meet you. I mean, it's nice to see you again.
So she doesn't have like regular clothes, but it's okay. So she's gonna be hanging out with us. Are we gonna get to like? Oh, can we have like hangouts with her and gift things to her? Do we need Queen Katie? Do we need to have an update to our list of preferred items?
My name is Ava. I look forward to working with you.
Do you have a last name, Ava? I hope it's Jellian. It was the commander, but she looked different. There was no trace of the fearful, nervous temperament she'd had the last time I saw her. In fact, she wasn't showing much emotion at all anymore. Her voice sounded dispassionate, like she wasn't completely aware of what was going on. Oh, I have a theory. Okay, you remember how, for those who were here at the beginning of the stream, remember how after Takumi got cattle prodded, he's been acting uncharacteristically trusting of Siray. What do you want to bet that Siray or Nigo or somebody developed some type of a serum or a medicine or something like that, some type of a drug to make us loyal to him, and they gave it to her?
Oh my god, did they lobotomize her?
I think, possibly not like actual brain stuff, or maybe they did. Maybe they did, but I think it's got to be related to whatever was happening to Takumi earlier. I think they probably tested it on him, and it's like, oh, and he survived, because like if he died, he'd come back. And then they're like, oh, cool, now let's put it in her. That's my guess. Or maybe it's unrelated. Maybe it is a lobotomy. Dagger, but thank you for the 10 bits. Oh, and a pin message. Queen Gator said was already adding it, lol. Oh, hang on. Was already adding it, lol. It's in the pin message now under Moko. Okay, so thank you very much. And so you just edited the previous message? Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you very much, Queen Katie. You're a champ. You're an MVP of the evening. I appreciate that. So yeah, we can have hangouts with her. Although I think Shoma should be having hangouts with her. Thank you. Like, she wasn't completely aware of what was going on. Oh, yeah, and I never heard from you guys officially whether we preferred Southern Belle or Russian for her. I'm going to keep with Southern Belle. I will do my best to become a useful and reliable member of the Special Defense Unit. Let's all kill lots of invaders together. Oh, so she is going to be a fighter. She's not just hanging around the school. She is, like, an actual combatant. Huh? When she activates her hemo anima, is she going to turn into the commander? Wait a minute. Ava, what are you saying? You're I think that's treason for your people.
Huh?
Those are your allies you're talking about, you know.
Not anymore. I will kill them. I will benefit this team any way I can. You can't be serious. This is weird. I don't know if Shoma can like her if she's like this. What if she's just saying that so she can betray us later?
That'll never happen. She belongs to us now.
That's a weird way to say it belongs to us.
What do you mean?
I'm your soldier, your property. You may use me however you wish. Doesn't seem right. Does not seem right.
Is this for real?
I will do whatever you say. I will obey any order. Okay, we need to stop emphasizing anything. Ava, because like Shoma's into you and Gaku is a weirdo. I belong to the Special Defense Unit now. I am yours to use as you see fit.
Siray, what did you do to her? Hey, don't look at me like that. I just persuaded her that we're fighting for a worthy cause here.
I'm starting to think Dagger's theory is correct. I think she got lobotomized.
Ain't no way that's all you did. She's like a completely different person now.
This wouldn't have something to do with that experiment you were performing a few nights ago, would it?
No, that was just a little something to deal with something we'd be needing to do something about.
Huh? Too many somethings. I have no idea what you're talking about anymore.
The point is, she's had a change of heart. I just called up the Phantom Thieves. They went inside their little metaverse, did their thing. It was delightful. And genuinely wants to fight on our side now. Isn't that right, Ava?
Yes, I will fight for you. You may use me however you wish. I will obey any order. I will do anything you tell me.
When you say anything, you don't really mean? I'm into some gross stuff. I would really like you to lick my armpits. That's what Gaku is into.
What if we told you to strip naked right here and now?
That's what I was gonna say, Kurara. We're on the same page. High five.
Understood.
Oh, what? No, oh, crap. Do I need my sensor? What? Oh, we just see side boob. Gratuitous side boob. Without a moment's hesitation, Ava began unfastening the buttons of her top. Oh, look at Gaku.
He's like, yeah, this is the best thing that has ever happened to me. Look down there. You see this? That looks like my knee? That is not my knee. My knee is lower than that. That is something else. Gaku is very, very well endowed.
And Nico's like, no, don't do it. Kurara, you brought this upon yourself. You guys want to keep enjoying gratuitous side boob? We should probably get through this conversation quickly. I don't want Twitch to get upset. Without a moment's hesitation, Ava began unfastening the buttons on her top. It had buttons? Wait, this looks like a shirt. She's wearing like a shirt here. Before she was wearing armor. This is weird. This is inconsistent. It happened so quickly, none of us could react until it was almost too late. That is not almost. Oh, no, look, that is not her boob. That's a bra. You can see the bra strap in the back, and it's a slightly different color. That is not side boob. That is side bra. Side bra. Side bra's okay. Okay? Don't be upset at side bra.
No, this will never do. Stop it at once. Hamina.
That was fun. Yay.
What are you doing, Ava?
Oh, no! Oh, Shoma's covering his eyes. Shoma was hoping she would save this for their wedding night.
I was told to remove my clothes. I belong to you. I will do whatever you tell me. Use me however you see fit.
I don't like this. I do not like this.
Please, just put them back on. You're ordering me to wear clothes. Understood.
Her voice still totally impassive. Ava got dressed again. What the heck were you thinking? You can't just strip off out of nowhere like that. I only did as I was ordered. How the boys line up against the back wall. I'm giving you a body avalanche to erase your memories of what you saw. I'm gonna erase your memories of her memories. That's funny. That'll just kill us.
Maybe I overdid that one thing with the thing. It was actually two things. Made her boobs bigger. I don't know why. I just had extra time. It really took me like one day. And then another day for each boob.
I'll ask you again, what did you do to this girl?
Like I said, I persuaded her. As for what kind of persuasion techniques I used, that's my business. Just be happy you have a strong, dependable new ally. I want you all to work hard and keep the school safe.
Yes, I will kill many, many invaders.
You'll really do anything we say? Like you did just now? Or maybe even put on even more clothes? That's what Gaku's into. I like layers.
For shame, Mr. Maruko. You mustn't make Miss Ava do anything indecent. Vera, are you still okay with Gaku? I mean, granted, that wasn't him. It was Kurara, but Gaku enjoyed it. I'm going to read some more in the chat. Let's see, Vera said, no, they do. Taco says, the bot got tuberculosis. Yeah, although the bot it's old-fashioned. It calls it consumption. Queen Katie with the timestamp, 2 hours, 4 minutes. Oh, wow, I'm 20 minutes behind now. Queen Katie says, 2 hours? Wait, crap, 20 minutes behind. It's almost 2.5 hours. Anybody have raid suggestions for later tonight? I guess because I just got, since chat was so sleepy for the first half of the stream, I got kind of caught up in the game. Quickita said, it's been 2 hours. Taco says, yes, 2 hours. Vera says, save him, my boy. Crystal says, do not kill Gaku, please. No, not Gaku. But what if it's like Gaku versus Shoma? You wouldn't let me kill Shoma, right? You would be sad. I'd be sad if we had to kill Shoma. Taco says, I hope someone will call me back like they said they would /J, huh?
Guys, we might have to keep Gaku away from Eva.
just might. Just might. Yeah, I think that he should have his Ava privileges revoked. However, I think Shoma should have extra Ava privileges because he will respect her, even if she doesn't like have free will. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Which is another reason why, out of the two of them, if we have to choose one of them to die, it's got to be Gaku. But thank you very much. I do wonder, because this game does seem to be hinting towards certain choices. It feels like the game wants me to make sure Gaku's alive. So if we do have a choice, I just hope it's not somebody I like. I hope it's Yugamu, although I guess he's useful for potions. I'll have to think about who I'm more fine with dying. Baku says, when did I say that? I don't remember. Taco says, when you hung up. Vera said, see, if Gaku's life is put on the line. Oh, that was pinned earlier. Said, new character. Taco says, please censor out to brush your teeth. Queen Katie says, item list edit incoming in the Discord server soon. Hee thank you, Queen Katie. Vera said, I would accept his sacrifice if it's him or a cute girl like Tsubasa or Kurara. I don't want to kill either of them. Tsubasa's probably like third place. I mean, I don't like the vomiting thing, but she's fun. She's like rough and tumble and nice. Vera said, not Kaku though. He'd be upset if I feel if it's Kaku. I like her though. She's so useful in battle. Queen says, you mean Kako lol? Baku says, I don't remember that. Queen says, you made a ship name of Gaku and Kako. Oh, by saying Kaku. Taco says, okay. Vera says, yup. Taco says, I'm gonna go again. All right, well, have a good night. Taco, thank you for popping back here. Vera said, whoops. And Taco says, bye-bye. Good night, Taco. And Queen Gate with the official unlurk. Let me take a look at over the YouTube chat. Taco says, I just looked up turnip jack-o'-lanterns. They're really weird looking. They are. They're the stuff of nightmares. Oh, just scrolled without me. I gotta scroll up. Crap, where'd it leave off? Where's the turnip talk? There we go. Dermo says, it looks more like a severed head. It went out of fashion before I was born, but my grandparents would have used them. Wards off Faye. Taco says, my friend just called me and started repeating La Boo Boo. Dermo says, Logan, my top 3 characters are Kyoshika, Darumi, and Yugamu. Do you have a grudge against or something? I'm sorry. Well, but then they'll all be together. Hang on, we got a clip. A clip from Dermo. If you're new, if you're lurking, if you don't know the deal, if you post a clip, we watch the clip. This is from the YouTube side of the chat. Let me load this up into the clip viewer so we can all watch this one together. This clip from Dermo is from 14 minutes ago. It's titled Surprised by Joy, or Darumi. Darumi got all excited the other... Oh, it's this bit, yeah. It's like, she's dead. She's dead. Darumi got all excited the other day when looking at this cage. She's the last person we should hand the key over to. Protagonist. She died like a week and a half ago in game. Protagonist, where do you think you are Please tell me one of you guys recognize what reference I was trying to make with the where do you think you are? Please tell me you recognize that, what TV show that is from. Derma says, by the way, Surprised by Joy is a poem about forget people died. I didn't know that. Thank you. Blaziken said, Ava, let's go. Derma says, Ava Angelian. Blaziken said, I agree with Kurara. We need our psycho lady back. Derma says, maybe give Ava a more monotone voice now. Oh, but that's the voice we give to Flaming Boy. We still need a name for him. Derma said, no, Kurara. Why? Blaziken said, oh no, Kurara, you mad lass. And Blaziken said, Gaku, what the heck, dude? Okay, let's play a little bit more, and then we'll be back to the chat soon. But once again, on Twitch, if you have raid suggestions. For shame, Mr. Maruko, you mustn't make Miss Ava do anything indecent. Yeah,
if you try anything funny, I'll fracture your skull with a fighting spirit-infused chop. By the time you know what's happening, you'll already be dead.
He'll be like, the Rivematic will bring me back. It'll be worth it. You know how long it's been since I've seen a bear boob? By which I mean a boob that is like uncovered, not the boob of a bear. It has been a while since I've seen the boob of a bear as well, but not as long. I've seen one of those more recently.
Quite. At any rate, I'll be acting as support for Miss Ava while she settles in. The last thing we want is for her presence to disrupt our team's sense of harmony and togetherness. Where's she going to sleep? Are you going to put her in Miss Amamiya's old room, or Miss Magadori's, perhaps? Maybe in Ato's.
Absolutely not! I'm not having their space defiled by giving it to some invader! Just put her back in the cage. That's good enough for the likes of her.
Ain't that a little cruel, though?
What do you say, Ava?
You're ordering me to remain on standby until the next battle. Understood. I don't like how much Sirei is enjoying this. He's not a good guy.
So compliant. It's going to be fun having her around.
Well, then I suppose I should escort her back to the courtyard.
Nigo took Ava's hand and led her away before anyone could give her any more strange orders.
Whoa! He's flipping us off! Or thumbs up! I think he's flipping us off. Have we seen this sprite before?
You all play nice with a transfer student now. I don't want any of you making her feel like she's not welcome.
Hey.
That's all for me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Pew!
Well, with that, Sirei disappeared, leaving us to think over this new situation on our own. Well, maybe that's just what Ava is like. Maybe we just didn't know it before because of the language barrier. She's just really into being, like, ordered around. I bet there's people that's, like, a thing for, being, like, told what to do. There's no way a little persuasion was enough to make Ava start behaving so differently. Is this really okay? If Sirei handled it, it's probably fine. And she'll definitely be a good asset to the team. Right, there's no problem here. Now, what should I do for the rest of the day? I've got to be ready for the next attack when it comes. Crap, free time. Crap, free time. Free time, crap. Let's save. Save. Okay, well, a couple of orders of business we should do. Well, we'll want to talk to everybody on the way down. But I want to go to the training room. And because she might have some attacks that we want to unlock for her. That's upgrade class weapon. There we go. Will we get to see what she looks like with her? Oh, okay, maybe we don't get to... Maybe she'll get killed before we get to use her after all. All right. But we should be working on upgrading his stuff a little bit more, though. Because we got a lot of battle points. So we can do that. Let's give another level to eat this. Because that's his strongest attack. That one, I want to upgrade that a couple of times. And that uses some grass, though. So at that point, I'll hold off. Oh, I should have talked to Gaku in there. See if he's still excited because of the boob incident. And again, it's not technically the bra, but I mean the bra is the house of the boob. You know how it's like a house isn't a home until it's full of love? It's like a bra isn't really a home until it's full of boob. I don't know.
The cafeteria food's not really my cup of tea. Too rich for my taste buds, if you know what I mean. I miss the struggle meals from the group home, and I miss the people too.
All right, yeah. So let's save, and then we'll figure out what we're talking. It seems like everybody's just saying random stuff again. Let's see if we can gift an item to Ava. Have a hangout with her. Although I don't know if like what the hangout would be like with her in this state. I also don't know what she would give us. Let's see. Can we look at the courtyard? Let's go talk to her in the courtyard first. And see what she has to say. Is she... Oh, Shoma's still with her. I want to click her, but not Ava. But not Shoma. There we go. Ava! I will obey any command. I am your property. I don't like that. I do not like that. That is messed up.
We have have to make sure we're fully prepared for the next defensive battle. I don't care that she's our property. I've always wanted to have a slave. We're the only ones who can protect everyone in the Tokyo residential complex.
You're a bad person too, Nozomi. You wanted slaves? Please don't hesitate to let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I will support you with everything I got. All right, well, let's try and give her a gift. Let's go to the Gift-O-Matic. I will pull up our sheet that tells us all of the preferred items. And let's see if we can give her something. Let's see. Oh, there we go. With Queen Katie's addition, Ava's preferred items are potted plant, ornamental flower, wind chimes, an ugly sweater, a mascot doll, dried flowers, a photo album, and a pretty shell. So it's mostly like plant themed, I suppose. So let's see if any of those will use a lot of our gears that we have in abundance. I feel so bad that we still have that depressing Aerogay that we can't get rid of. I mean, I guess we could just give it to somebody for fun. Okay, a pretty shell. That uses a lot of non-screw stuff, so we probably... Let's check other things. Fortune-telling, planisphere, towel, facial roller, scalpel, survival knife, folding chair, ton of paper, noose, party poppers, not party poopers though. Ugly sweater! That uses, okay, sheets, cloth, whatever, textiles. Not ideal because that uses a lot of them, but I guess we could do it. We could even go back to using grass stuff. Like the flowers probably... Oh, that's probably why we had to do that, the exploration out there, because it would give us stuff for flowers for her. Yeah, there we go. That we use 60 grass, which we could do, but we'll check the other thing in case there's something with grass and gears. Grass and gears. Oh, there we go! Was dried flowers one of the things she liked? Potted plant, ornamental flower, wind chimes, ugly sweater. Dried flowers! We'll give her dried flowers, because that'll use some gears. Dried flowers. And we will give it to Ava! Oh, and she gives us literacy. That's literacy or yeah. Is that what it's called? I know one of the two things literacy. I think Shoma gives us literacy. But I can't remember what the umbrella term is, because literacy is the only one I've been worried about because Shoma's the only one who gives it. If we're lucky, maybe that's the category she gives as well. Craft dried flowers? I hope it is. Because what's the other? It's literacy and what's the other thing? The thing.
I am not worthy of such a lovely gift, but thank you. I will do everything I can to repay you.
She sounds emotional there. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Vera says to Taco bye-bye. It says Darumi is coming back to life, and we're playing it up like Itadori and JJK. My theory, like the silly inside the bag Itadori. Queen says, oh, now the mods are here. I have a quote. Add quote, why no tomato in a stern voice. Emily says, hello. Uh-oh, how you doing, Emily? Vera adds a quote. Vera says, yeesh. Queen says, scary. Emily says, Ava. Vera says, oh my gosh, Shoma gotta live now. Queen Katie says, was already adding to it, lol. Pin message now under Moko. Thank you again, Queen Katie. Emily says, woo. Queen says, please pin that. Timestamp 2 hours 16. I don't know if we get hangouts with her now or later, but I added it anyway. Well, we got him. Queen says, oh, because Ava doesn't want to fight, but now she does. Baku says, I got too rage baited by clickers, so I switched to Danganronpa. Queen says, add quote, that is not side boob, that is side bra. Emily says, lol. Dagger says, no, not Yukamu, don't you dare, Logan. Okay, chat, who would you be okay with us killing instead? Like, if it comes down to it, and if Kako's vision is true, and we gotta kill somebody, who would you choose? Because I don't want it to be Shoma. I don't want it to be Kurara. I don't want it to be Tsubasa. I don't think it'll be Tsubasa. I don't think it'll be Takemaru, because they've already been selected. I'd prefer not Hiroko, because she's really strong. So that doesn't leave a lot of options. Like, who would you be okay with? Oh, and Vero with some raid suggestions. Thank you very much, Vero. I will copy these down into my text file here, so we can keep track of that in a little bit, because we are a little over 20 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. So not like immediate need, but gonna be super helpful when the time comes. So thank you very much, Vero. Dagger says, I always suspected that Sirei is shady. I don't know why. I think it's because that he's in,
Let's kill Ito.
Okay, yeah, yes. But the two problems is that he's not like on our team anymore. Oh, but maybe we'll be out there somewhere and we'll have to choose between the two of them that way. I do think keeping Eito alive has been the most interesting choice that we could make, but I don't know. We shall see. So Ato, I kind of forgot about him. So he's an option. So thank you. And yeah, Dagger, I think the reason why Sirei seems sketchy is because he is the Monokuma character of this. Granted, in Raincoat, the little adorable mascot, Shinigami, was nice. I liked her a lot. But yeah, he's very sus. Pipit said, when I am talking about not having seen a bear boob, I'm talking about the bird called Boob with no human cloth, and that's what it is. I gotta say, I was so worried. So back at Christmas time, when I was trying to shop gifts for family members, for my niece and nephews, my niece is like super obsessed with birds. She loves every kind of bird there is. Like 2 summers ago, she went to this like special summer program. It was like out of town, and it was like to study birds. And anyway, she just loves birds. And there was what was it? Oh yeah, she said that her favorite type of bird, and because I was like, what do you want for Christmas? And she had like a few things, but she was also like, if you can find any merchandise that has my favorite bird on it, I would love that. I'm like, what is your favorite bird? And her favorite bird is the long-tailed tit. That's what the bird is called. And I'm like, I don't want to Google that. I don't want to Google that. But I had to Google that. So whatever FBI agent is watching my Google history is like, this is odd. Logan is finally broken. We've got him now. Dagger says he is a fun character anyway. Quickity with another timestamp, 2:31, only 10 minutes behind. Then add quote, crap, free time crap. Because that's what you do in your free time, you crap. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Oh crap, I gotta scroll up. It scrolled without me and I don't know when that happened. Let's see. We watched the clip that Dermo gave, right? Blaziken said, bro definitely stuck bamboo splinters under her toenails and fingers and then kicked them. See, okay! I talked about that one time as like a torture thing. And I was mistaken in what the reference was, but I was right that is a thing. Derma said, Gaku Yugamu Kurara. If they were still alive, Darumi, a lot of people couldn't be trusted. Derma says, Sirei flipping both birds and leaving is wild. Blaziken said, bro hitting the surfing bird. Derma says, I prefer the 2 fingers, but that's just a regional thing. Oh, I've heard that. Isn't that like a okay, what I've heard that's a reference to, and maybe I'm wrong, that there was some war involving England, and I don't know which side England was on in it. So I don't know if it's England that did this or if it was maybe Ireland or somebody else. But I guess the story I heard, and you tell me if I'm correct or not, is that one of the sides had this horrible thing where they would capture people, especially archers, and they would like chop off their archery fingers. These 2 fingers here, which are used to like hold the arrow nocked in the bow to fire it. And they would capture them, chop off those fingers, so now they're worthless as archers. And so that became like an FU, like a flipping the bird to them, like showing, hey, we got these 2 fingers. Like, yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's just like imagining the fingers going up the butt. I'm not sure which, but that's what I've heard. Please tell me if I'm right or not. Blaziken said Gaku got hit the over-the-shoulder boulder holders and started speaking Symphonines. I've heard that phrase before, over-the-shoulder boulder holders. I feel like I heard that in a movie once. Derma says, Blaziken, you did a double error in the above message. Blaziken says, Derma says, it's a trick where you do not notice repeated words, at least when reading fast and with short words. Blaziken said, I see it now. It's 12:16 Eastern where I'm at. Autocorrect is an OP. Blaziken said, I want Gaku after how he acted. I want Gaku after how he acted toward Ava. But the whole thing is that Kako said we can't let Gaku die. We have to get him to survive. Anyway, let's keep going here. It is literacy! Yay! So let's check our report card. Maybe we'll just hang out with her again. Craft something else. Oh, wait, wrong button here. Report card. Yeah, how are we doing with everything? Oh, literacy is almost maxed out, so we probably don't want to prioritize her. We gotta do science, social studies, and gym. Math, we had been doing Ato. Let's give a gift to Takemaru because he does both sides of gym and maybe we'll get mobility maxed out. Is that good? How about that? So let's get a gift for Takemaru for our second free time of the evening. And that'll, I don't know, that might even like finish up the whole thing. So let me pull up his list and let's see what things we have already given Takemaru. We gave him driving gloves, cat photo book. Oh, and that's it. Driving gloves and cat photo book. So let's head down to the Gift-O-Matic. Wait, no, where is it? Where is it? There we are. Driving gloves and cat photo book. That'll be easy to remember. We've already done those 2. The other things he likes according to the list. Oh, hey, Takemaru, don't look over your shoulder. Don't look over my shoulder. I'm getting you a gift. Tiger helmet, dragon jacket, driving gloves, cat photo book, rebel pudding, gutsy shades, leopard print undies, and replica class armor. I know that we've seen that list before, but now we got it all. Committed to memory. Let's see what we can get for him. I'm not going along with the background music. Come on. Oh, there, okay, dragon jacket. He uses quite a bit of cloth and whatever that other thing is, so not ideal. We could do that, but let's see if there's something else that's a little bit better. Leopard print undies is still locked? Aw. Replica class armor. That's also similar as the other one. So let's see. I don't think motorcycle model was one of them, but maybe I'm mistaken. Dragon keychain, was that one? Boy, he likes everything with rocks in them. Gutsy shades. I mean, at least that uses some screws. Tiger helmet. Maybe we'll do tiger helmet, because yeah, that was one of his, wasn't it? Let me check again. Yeah, tiger helmet. We'll give him tiger helmet, because why not? Tiger helmet. And we'll probably have a hangout with him and boost his bond level. Crafting complete.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Endurance, mobility up, affinity up, bond up. Yay. Now we're gonna have an adorable hangout.
To you, Takumi. You've got good taste.
Yeah.
Hey, when this war is over, let's rip through town on motorcycles together.
I'll be on my bicycle.
No license? Just hop on the back of mine. My seats even come with fancy leopard print.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put my arms around you. What do you want me to grab? I could probably grab 2 of your abs. Like, they're really large, like the handful of just ab.
It's a deal, yeah? We'll go faster and fast and see what happens.
That's wholesome. I would never want to do that. I think that sounds incredibly dangerous and not worth it. But our bond is stronger now. So yeah, ding dong bing bong.
You never know when the invader will then.
Good night. Good Jorb. We'll save. I'm gonna keep staggering my saves just cuz. Just like that, another day is over. And we'll at least go to the next morning, because I got like so many empty save spots. We'll at least go to the next morning here, because it's like 15 minutes till the 3-hour mark. And Vera already gave us raid suggestions, but if anybody else has something you want to get in, go for it. Just like that, another day is over. We need to be on guard against the next attack, of course, but that's not the only reason we have to be careful. Ato is still out there somewhere, and he's bound to be planning something. Whatever it is, I'll stop him. I won't let it turn out like before. Well, the problem is, he still hates everybody except Takumi. He is in love with Takumi now. He's planning to ask us to prom. When the time comes, I'll be ready. I didn't sleep well that night. Ato's deranged smile kept rising up in my mind to torment me, even in my dreams. Loading, saving, day 29. We've made like 7 days today. That's gotta be close to a record. Up and at 'em.
Prepare to
Yep.
be ready to give your...
I'll read a couple more comments in the chat while we're getting loaded here. Let's see. Dagger says he's a fun character anyway. Oh no, I already read that. Emily says, hey, Baku says, I was not expecting insert train noise to be insert train noise. I was very shocked. Quiggy says, Kurara, though, I could kill Takemaru. It ain't gonna go to orgy anymore. Baku says, but femboy Ado is a femboy. Crystal says, hello, Ava. Pipit says, I like your niece. I also love birds. And the Japanese longtail tit is also one of my favorites. Well, that was specifically the kind that she likes. It's like very fluffy. And I eventually was able to find on Google like the Japanese word for it and used that. And that made me feel better about my searching. Crystal says, oh, Crystal has a quote. Dagger says, silly Logan doesn't know about... Without the words long-tailed beforehand, that's something I should not say on stream. Dagger. I mean, I hear that they're great. It's more of a conceptual thing for me. Quigator says, can you do this one as well? Add quote, that is not side boob, that is side bra. Pipit says, some people also call the Japanese long-tailed tit a snow fairy. Aw. And Dagger said, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Let's see. Yeah, Derma was saying, so did Yugamu, though. Blaziken said, but you like Yugamu. Derma says, and Kurara awful to her as well. Blaziken said, Gaku is just a... Oh, hang on, it scrolled. Gaku is just a little worm. Blaziken said, honestly, I would have given her Ato's room personally. Derma says, Blaziken, wait till Vero hears this /J. Blaziken said, I'll say it with my whole chest. You hear that, Vero? You hear that? Blaziken called Gaku a little worm /serious. Derma with another clip. Says Logan, that's a different clip. Here it is again. Okay, so I didn't see this clip. I'm sorry that I skipped it. Let's see what this clip was. I'm sorry if that might mean that I missed some comments as well. I might need to scroll back up. And let's see if there were other comments that I missed that were around that clip. Thank you very much, Dermo. Oh, it was just Gaku, Blaziken saying, Gaku, what the heck, dude. So we got, oh, okay. I don't know if we want to relive this moment. But it's this. This is clipped, and this is called TMI Gaku, 26 minutes ago. Hesitation, Ava began unfastening the buttons over time. Oh, look at Gaku!
He's like, yeah, this is the best thing that has ever happened to me. Look down there, you see this, that looks like my knee? That is not my knee. My knee is lower than that. That is something else. Gaku is very, very well endowed.
Without a moment's hesitation. Oh, thank goodness, it cut off before the bare boobs conversation. So thank you very much, Dermo. I appreciate that. And Dermo with message retracted, and Dermo said, that is the story behind it. Is it true? Probably not, but you'll hear people say that. Okay, so that's the story that I've heard. I'm exhausted. Feels like I barely slept at all. I guess I'd better go to the cafeteria, though. I'm gonna save. And we should at least try to get to the afternoon and see whether there's gonna be free time or not. Because if there is free time, maybe I'll just do that off stream. Just give some gifts and not waste y'all's time with it. Oh, people are outside. It's the twins. Let's go say hi to them. Hi, Kako. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Sumino.
Hey, guys, you on your way to the cafeteria?
Yes, but we just happened to meet each other out here. We don't sleep together or anything. Not anymore.
Of course we don't. We've got separate rooms here, and besides, we're too old for that.
This arrangement's hard on me, though. It was so much easier to relax when I had my dear sister to cuddle up against.
Shut up. I'm going on ahead. Shut up.
Kako! Come on, wait for me!
At least those two are getting along again. All right, anybody else on the way down? Okay, there's not even anybody in the courtyard anymore. All right, let's go to the cafeteria. See what happens there. When I got to the cafeteria, I found it wrapped in a tense, awkward atmosphere. Ava sat apart from the rest of the group. No one spoke, but they were clearly keeping a wary eye on her. Oh. What's the matter, everyone? Why the long faces? I know we're in an extreme situation here, but that doesn't mean we can relax in our downtime. How are we supposed to relax when we have to share our space with the enemy? There is an enemy here? Where? I will kill them immediately. We're talking about you dead-eyed imbecile. Don't say that. She's gonna kill herself, Carrara. Oh, you mustn't bully Miss Ava like this. She's a full-fledged member of our team now. But if Surrey was able to do this to her, why didn't he do this to us at the beginning? Yes, I belong to you. Use me however you wish.
Well, if you insist. I mean, if you'll do anything, then give me $5.
Be very careful about what you say next, Gaku. I'm with them on this. There's no telling when she might snap and turn on us.
Perhaps you could tell us why you want to fight for us. How exactly did Sirei persuade you to join our side?
I don't know. Huh? How can you not know? It was your decision, wasn't it? It clearly was not, Takumi. I'm here to kill the invaders. I will kill as many as you want, as many as it takes.
That doesn't really tell us anything.
All you need to know is that Miss Ava is completely loyal to us. Both I and the Honorable Sirey can guarantee it. Where is Sirey today? I'd rather hear this from him. He's, indisposed. He has an important meeting to attend. A meeting? You mean with the people on the satellite? I don't know too much about him myself, but it seems he's making an interim report on our progress so far.
I hope he tells him to send us more soldiers.
Maybe he could ask if we can talk to our families too, even just for a little bit. I'm afraid that won't be possible. We can't risk leaking sensitive information about the war. As for getting backup, that's out of the question as well. The 15 of you that we said here are the only ones who can use hemoanima. That's why Miss Ava is such a big get for us. Her powers will be just as effective on the enemy as yours.
Are you sure it's okay to do that? Didn't they used to be your friends?
They are my enemies now. I will kill them.
Works for me. And since you're on our side now, maybe you can tell us more about the invaders. Hey, that's not a bad idea. I've got some questions. For starters, why can you commanders use hemoanima? What exactly is this power?
What even are you, for that matter? Are you really something spawned by world death?
And if that's the case, why do you look just like humans? Why are you trying to wipe us out? Can I ship you with people? It's what I'm into.
Come on, speak up! That's an order!
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Did he erase that part of her brain?
Huh? I don't know any of that. I cannot answer your
I
questions.
am sorry. I don't know.
Why wouldn't C-Ray want us to know? Because it was either him or Nigo that knocked us out before, and she was about to tell us that, like, we had invaded the invaders, right?
Ava, you're crying. What's wrong? Did you suddenly realize that you're talking to me?
I don't know. I don't know anything. I can't tell you anything. I don't know anything. I'm sorry.
Huh? What the heck is going on here? What did that Sirey jerk do to you?
It seems Miss Ava is a little out of sorts. It can be stressful adjusting to a new environment, you know. Let's just leave her be for now. Come along, Miss Ava. Cutting the conversation short, Nigo hurried away, Ava following meekly behind him. The rest of us finished breakfast, still feeling awkward and tense before going back to our rooms. Is it gonna be another free time? That was weird. What is going on with Ava? No matter how you look at it, this isn't normal. It's like she's missing whole parts of herself. Are we really doing the right thing? But Sirey did this, so it can't be wrong, right? I need something to take my mind off all this. What should I do today? Free time. Save. I'm gonna catch up to chat again. Queen Katie said, Logan, this has been bothering me for a while. Logan, that yellow material icon, I'm pretty sure is stone, rocks. Oh, in our, when we make things. Can we look at our inventory somewhere? Here, let's just go down for right now to the Gift-O-Matic so we can look at what we're talking about. Because I don't know why, but things look just, the icons look, okay. Yes, you know what, I think you are right, that they are rocks. Because I was trying to pay attention to the type of stuff we collected this past time. It's like small stone and things. So I think it's supposed to be like grass or like plants or whatever, cloth, rocks, and screws. But for some reason, it looks like a credit card coming out of a wallet to me. Like the wallet is open and someone's sliding a credit card out like at an angle. Actually, here, I'll try and do yeah, because my camera is like at that angle. See, doesn't it look like that? I think, maybe. But I think you're absolutely right, Queen Katie. Queen Katie said, if we don't make it in time tonight, next stream might be the next choice. Ooh, nice. Dagger says, I'm sorry, Logan. For what? Baku says, I'm less scared of this class trial now as I play it more and more, but I hate the Hangman's Gambit. I think everyone hates it. Emily says, same. Queen Katie with the times have 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 4 seconds. Oh, exactly a minute behind. Dagger says, oh no, they all got lobotomized. Emily says, oh no. Dagger said, I wonder why Sirey didn't do it to Ato. I caught up again, 2 hours, 58 minutes, and 12 seconds. Caught up for a second time on Twitch. Over on YouTube, let's see. Oh, I gotta scroll up. Dermo says, methinks the siblings doth protest too much, unfortunately. Can we kill Kurara? But, okay, Kurara's personality is awful, but the tomato head is adorable. And Kyoshka gave her the little keychain, the snake, a mythical snake keychain. Blaziken said, put Kurara in Eito's cage. Why? Derma said, honestly, given Gaku asked for 10,000 yen with the Shoma bet, him asking Ava for $5 is very possible. Blaziken said, I must have missed that part. Derma says, he has very low standards in many ways. Blaziken said, that's obvious. Bro is a creature for sure. Derma says, in order, battle points, plants, fabric, material, components. So screws are components, apparently. So I caught up. Oh, let's see. There was a couple more comments in the chat there over on Twitch. Vero says, thank you for the very save my boy stream. But it's like an ill portent of the future. We don't know when it's going to be that we need to save him, but apparently we need to save him at some point. I don't know when. It's gonna be very sad though, because somebody else is probably gonna have to die instead. That's just the feeling I'm getting. Vera says, hand on wall. Dagger says, I was sorry for almost making you say the T word. No, it's okay. You don't have to worry about that, because here's the thing. Like, my brain filters stuff like that I see written down pretty darn well. So I am not too worried about that, to be totally honest. But okay, so by the way, if you're new, if you're lurking, if you stuck with us for this long, let me give you the rundown of the channel. Also, while I'm doing this, it's going to be copied down the link tree here. So yeah, if you're lurking, don't know what's going on, my name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We have been alternating between this game, 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and the Walking Dead Telltale series. However, we just finished the Walking Dead last stream on Friday, so on Tuesday, we're going to have a brand new game. I usually don't post the games until Monday on Discord, but I have told you, we're going to play Dispatch. I'll post the official schedule tomorrow. Next week, however, I should let you know that Sunday is going to be canceled for the Super Bowl, because that's going to be even worse than the Grammys. So next week's only going to have 3 streams on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's going to be Dispatch, 100 Line, Dispatch. And the week after that, we might start adding miscellaneous games on 100 Line's Sunday slot and just move it to a once-a-week game. I don't know, toss around ideas. I posted the link tree in the chat. That link has all of our social media, including a Discord invite, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all of that stuff. So feel free to check it out to your heart's content, or ignore it to your heart's content if that is what you would rather do. I'm gonna take a look at the raid suggestions now. I'm gonna copy one of these over and start populating a raid on the Twitch side. There we go, and here is our raid message. Thank you again, Vero, for those raid suggestions earlier. So you can copy our raid message over to your clipboard. And I'll read some more comments here. Chris with a heart. Quick said, thank you for the very, oh man, Eito got out stream. I know couldn't have seen it coming that he would betray us again. Quick said, see you next time for whatever is next, I guess. Emily said, thank you for stream. Quick says, oh right, Dispatch. Dagger says, thank you for very lobotomy stream. Emily says, right. Crystal says, thank you for the Eito escape stream. Emily says, woo. Crystal says, can't wait for Dispatch. I'm looking forward to it. Emily with hearts. Baku says, bye longa. Vera says, bye friends. Emily with hearts. Yes, over on YouTube, are there more comments over there? Let's see. And Derma says, you can't use the Persona 1 method for justifying Kurara, just covering them up poorly. Well, that was fun. Adios, Logan and Blaziken. Thank you all for being here, especially those in the first half of the chat while the Grammys were going on when it was very sleepy. Thank you for keeping me company. And to all those who came after that, you guys are awesome. You're all the best. I love you all. You're fantastic. Thank you for being a better community than I could ever possibly deserve. Have a wonderful Monday. I'll post the schedule tomorrow after work. And then Tuesday we'll see you for Dispatch. And on Thursday we'll pick up, I might do the free time gifting off stream. But thank you all for being here, everyone on Twitch. Enjoy the raid. Bye. Oh, I started doing that too soon. I don't have to do it quite yet. So I'll just keep telling you guys are awesome. Now I can say it. Enjoy the raid on Twitch. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. And for those over on YouTube, you guys are awesome as well. Thank you for being here. And like, none of you are even concerned with the Grammys, so I appreciate you guys. You guys are fantastic. And everyone watching the VOD, you're awesome as well. So to YouTube, to the VOD watchers, good night as well.